Are we live?
No,
already?
that's
Yeah.
fucking
Hey,
Sauron,
we're
yo.
live and we're
That's a
already
black hole, I
full.
guess.
Oh,
No,
we're live.
It's
yours, I
the
think.
eye of Sauron in a black hole.
Jeez.
No, that's Eward's fiery ring hole.
Actually,
That's
wow.
a pretty fiery ring hole.
Makes that a
that might
Don't
be
brag.
That is
We
post
are-
BDE affliction.
BSTM.
Oh, is it yours?
Anyway, what's everybody drinking?
I'm drinking a Boxing Rock Temptation American Red Ale.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
I need to grab a beer, so I'm drinking nothing.
Well, then you can go last. Okay, we get a beer and then come back and tell us what it is.
All right.
But he's gonna
Never
make it
show up
American.
unprepared.
Radar, what are you drinking? You said you were drinking something?
Yes, I am drinking Wag the Wolf from Bones
Ah,
Brewery.
okay.
I haven't that one. I smelled it. It smells pretty good. And was waiting for you to finish your power dump so I can taste it and tell you all how it
Well,
tastes.
That's a sentence that could be taken out of context. I was waiting for you to finish your power dump before I could taste it.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff tonight that can be taken out of context, but what are you saying there?
I mean that those power dumps are pure epic. I mean it turned Australia on fire right now.
Oh, before we have to burn you down.
Jesus.
And also, I remember the first power dump you did. Chairman Mao asked you for a nuclear bomb, and then that's Beer Omicron stuff.
Wow.
Anyways, hang on a second.
I'm drinking a level from Super Mario Brothers, apparently.
Oh,
Wow.
what is it?
Oh,
Is it Life in the Clouds?
For the first time in a long time, some fresh Life in the Clouds has showed up at one of the LCBOs. I haven't had this beer in so long. This is from the 14th of December, I think. 24th, sorry. So this is fucking super fresh, actually.
Nice.
Yes.
well, I guess white IPAs. That's not as good as I thought it would have been. It smelled nice.
Well, it's probably because it's a Bose.
Yeah.
Those have kind of been like disappointing, or they've been getting more and more progressively disappointing as time goes on.
Yeah. Except for the last one. I had one in a bar a couple of months ago. It was not bad. As I told,
Oh, that's amazing that it was
Like
not
we
bad.
actually just started getting cans of the Tom Green Cherry Stout, and
Yeah,
I didn't even
it's
post about it.
okay.
It's just like, yay, Cherry Stout from Tom Green series, and like those doesn't get me as excited as it used to, because not because the beer, like what they come out with, the styles they come with aren't interesting. It's just when you try them, they're just nowhere near as groundbreaking as they used to be.
Yeah. Supposedly, the Sylvester Stallone beer is actually very good.
Yeah, Eric Glibert says, "Cheers, two timers."
Wow.
What is this Sylvester Stallone beer? What?
No, he just came back with. It just started selling at the LCBO here, actually.
Like, who makes it?
Sylvester Stallone. Like it's his own brewery now.
Really?
It's an amber ale. It just started selling last. I'm fucking joking. Jesus
Ooh,
Christ.
an amber ale.
Oh, you
Fuck off.
fucking asshole. You had me
Yeah,
excited there
that's-
for a second.
Yeah, like we should all collectively kick you for that. That was,
I wasn't excited to drink it.
I had
was
one of
just
those
excited
last
about the
night, Nick.
idea.
Booty call.
But
As
that would be
far as
awesome.
This is better than I remember.
that's a good beer for the price for sure. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
beer.
because it was still less than $5 here. I'm like,
It's three-
I'm like, holy shit.
I think it's like $3.50-ish a can here, so it's a really good deal.
It's like $4.50 here, but still for an Imperial Stout. And it's not a bad Imperial Stout either. Like, I don't think I've had their Imperial Stout, I don't know, it's been over
that
5
one?
years ago.
Well, I wonder if like I ordered that 4-pack of the UBV ones that they make. I wonder if it's that beer that they barrel aged to make the UBV ones. I never even thought of that.
barrel.
Yo, I'd like to welcome you to Sylvester Stallone Brewery, eh? This is
Adrian!
my newest beer, Adrian Amber Ale at 5% alcohol. You're gonna drink it, and you're gonna like it, all right? And if you don't like it, then you're probably mentally irregular or something, all right? So don't be greedy and lazy. Fucking drink my beer, all right?
Introducing the Sylvester Stallone Draco Imperial Russian Ale.
That was terrible, Radar. That was so bad.
Fuck.
That was so bad.
All right then.
Hey Nick, do you want to know what I'm doing?
Yeah, Greg, sure, why not?
I'm having a super exciting Lego tread.
Ooh.
Ooh, Bo's theme night.
Ooh, so we have multiple bows on.
Yeah.
You
because
matching
I'm-
bows
Lego
with
tread are mentally irregular, you know.
Because my wife got gifted some Lego tread and doesn't like it, so I'm doing it.
Have you seen, or do you even give two shits about the hopefully last Rambo movie, Lee?
I saw it. I didn't
haven't
find
watched
it
it
too
yet.
bad.
No. I thought it was pretty good.
I liked it,
The
yeah.
ending was kind of Home Alone esque, but in a good way. I liked it.
Yeah,
Say
I know.
homo?
I liked it though. It was awesome.
I would
It
very
was
much.
as gory as it should be. You know, it didn't go like all politically correct. Like Rambo didn't go transsexual all of a sudden and then take the.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
And
What are you saying there, Greg?
Everything I've heard that people hate about it makes me think I'll probably enjoy it. I really enjoyed the last Rambo movie, the 2008 one.
Well, just you saying like how much you enjoyed the new Zombieland. Like again, it was a fun movie, but like there's a few
okay.
scenes in that movie where everybody. It's one of those movies where there's a lot of times where everybody should be dead, but then all of a sudden,
It was just too
ex
much.
machina out of nowhere kind of thing. But
It's
and
a
even
good
the way it
thing.
ended, like they're just gonna cause everything to happen again because
Yeah.
that's what caused it in the first. I don't know. It was a fun movie though. I liked it.
It's as if they tried too much. You know, it wasn't as good as the first one for sure.
I really enjoyed the scene with like the two kind of doppelgangers of the other guys that didn't ask for help,
Yeah.
and then that whole thing happens. The guy from Silicon Valley, that was pretty funny. The guy he had rules. The other guy had what was it? Rules, and the other guy had what do you call them? It wasn't rules, but it was basically rules.
Guidelines.
Yeah, something like that. And they were all the same, but in different orders and stuff. And yeah, it was.
I really enjoyed it. Well, you know what? I just watched a couple of days ago Creed 2, and while it's basically every single Rocky movie is basically the exact same movie, I will say I really enjoyed Creed 2, even though, yes, it is very formulaic, but I thought it was well done.
I don't know if I watched. I really liked the first one. I watched
I-
Creed. It was good.
I didn't see Creed 2, and I really wanted
Even,
to see it because of,
Rocky Balboa, the last Rocky movie that came out. I like that one a lot too.
You know what? I have enjoyed every Rocky movie except for Rocky 5. That's the only one that's really bad. Every other one has been good. They're all basically
agree.
the same movie.
Yeah.
but-
Like they're kind of a little more cheesy here and there, like ridiculous stuff that happens. But
yeah, the
like
one.
then
that has
again,
more-
basically the same fucking formula that many times. But yeah, the 5 was just that
No.
was not an enjoyable thing. The
No.
street fight and shit at the end it was all just goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah, but no, number 4 has that cult status now compared to the other ones because
Number
of
4 is-
Blanco and
I'm
We
surprised
both
that like
liked it.
number 3 with fucking Mr. T. Mr. T was a badass like
Yeah.
antagonist in that movie. He almost didn't he killed was he responsible for Mickey's death, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, but he didn't actually kill him. He just kind of like.
But if he wasn't there, Mickey probably would have been fine, kind of thing. Like it was basically
Yeah,
the
but
whole
it
thing.
wasn't quite the same as the Russian killing fucking Apollo Creed.
Yeah, if he
Yeah.
dies, he dies. Yeah.
whom Apollo Creed. I love him in his new role in The Mandalorian.
I still haven't seen that yet, so don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, he was good in that. I actually really enjoyed him.
Oh yeah,
too.
The Mandalorian. And
I actually
him
really enjoy Dolph Lundgren as an actor. Like in the Expendables and shit. Like
Well-
it wasn't
I
anything.
I
Actually,
would say without any particular spoilers, because Creed 2 is basically it's a sequel to Rocky 4. It's basically Rocky 4 Part 2. I will say Dolph Lundgren is not really a person in Rocky 4. He's basically just this machine of destruction.
yeah.
They actually do a reasonably good job of humanizing him in Creed 2, in my opinion.
Like actually kind of fleshing out his character.
Yeah, well, a little bit. He's not on screen that much, but he's not just this. He's not just this imposing figure. He actually does act like a human being in the movie. So that's part of what I liked about it. Is yes, it is the same formula. You can basically see what's happening coming, but the actors do a good job in sort of like kind of telling the story that you already know what's going to happen at the end. But
Cool. Did you guys see that they made a sequel? Like how I don't know how many years it's been. A random, I'm pretty sure like direct to Netflix or some stupid shit sequel to Kindergarten Cop, starring Dolph Lundgren.
What? Oh,
Watch the trailer for it. That's all you need to watch.
I heard.
Like,
about
I've
it.
not watched it.
heard
I
about
will
it.
never watch it. But it's a thing that happened, and it looks
Really?
fucking
Like, was it
horrible.
an actual sequel or
Watch it.
Was it
Well,
like,
I'm pretty sure it's not like it's just the same premise again, so they use the same name. I don't think there's any like actual correlation to the first movie, aside from we're using a cop's a teacher again with an accent, kind of.
Kindergarten Dolph.
Yeah, that'd work. Kinder Dolphin Cop.
It's not a tumor. I must break you.
Mixing Dolph Lundgren and this Schwarzenegger quote.
I must break your tumor.
Who's your daddy? What does he do?
I'll be break you.
If he dies, get to the chopper.
I'll be Dolph.
Well, there's not many Dolph Lundgren quotes.
There really isn't many quotes from Dolph Lundgren in that movie.
I will break
He's
you.
like, I will break you.
You
Or
will
is it
lose.
I must break you or I will break you?
I must
Yes,
break you.
I must break you. You're right.
Break you.
I must break you. You will lose.
Behave yourself. Have your bone.
If you're Russian, some of those quotes might be used by
Yeah,
Russian people
true.
when he's like in the corner and stuff, and being
Yeah,
like,
it's like
"He's
it's
not
like a piece
man,"
of
or
iron.
something like that.
He's a piece of iron.
Yeah.
The
Even in
Czechoslovak-
Rocky
the
Balboa, I
Czechoslovak-
like that when the other guy, the black guy, whatever the boxer he's fighting, was in the corner and he's saying the stuff, and he's like, "He's cheating, man. He's got bricks in his gloves or something." That was pretty. Because like Rocky's an old man, but he's still fucking got that power behind him. It was pretty cool. I like that.
Oh,
You see, Russians wouldn't pick up on quotes because they're stupid people.
oh,
Don't
oh
be
my God!
Russian.
Just slammed me. in the
Alien
Yeah,
an
it's
entire
okay.
fucking
I
country.
love Russian women.
That's why they
Russian
lost.
men.
That's why they lost World War II.
What?
Uh,
Lose
what?
World War II.
They
Yeah,
also
that's
lost.
they pretty much kicked the Germans' ass.
Yeah, that's
No,
an
why they
Indian.
lost. That's why they lost to us in World War II. We
we
liberated England from the Russians in World War II, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I remember
alternate
that.
history with Lee Russell.
Yeah, it's been Omicron history, bro.
I want to hear this story. I want to hear the whole story. Lee.
History.
I want to hear the whole story of how we liberated Europe from the Russians.
Go read a goddamn book.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
I
it wasn't just we. It wasn't the country. It was us. The six of us liberated.
Well, Omicron consists of
Invasion of Wales.
myself, Radar, Licelius, Roselius, who's is Lee, Beardicus Redonicus, which is Redbeard. Greg is what was Greg again? Gregorius Bilaskicius.
There we
And Maxwell Star was Nikolai Lowenskroft.
I want to see this random creative outlet that you have. Like, I want a copy of the beer
I'm going
Omicron.
to start a beer Omicron YouTube channel, and the first video will be how it all started when Ashlexicron Sextonicron came down from the heavens 3.4 trillion years ago and proceeded to fight the pinky finger to pinky finger combat with Chuck Norris. That started the Big Bang and everything we know today. Yeah, I'll start something like that. Yeah.
Oh, we got Ashley in the background. Oh,
Well,
he's in the astronaut. There's a black hole that hasn't said a goddamn thing yet.
Yeah,
let's replace
just
Black Hole with,
kick Sauron's asshole out of there, and then fucking.
replace him with Ashlexicron.
Beautifully,
Sextonicron.
beautiful.
Searching for a little bit like a live leaf type of thing. It's just green.
Oh, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Damn it! I'm still watching a
He
video.
was catching up on other videos.
You can always
he was listening to a self-help video.
No, there are these two homebrewers. Their channel's called brew-dudes.com, and they do a lot of interesting stuff that I like to listen to. And you're
So it's self-help for homebrewers, kind of.
yeah, they are.
Yeah, so don't call me a goddamn liar, Ashley.
I got your back, Lee. I got your back.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
You anywhere behind me kind of worries me, Redbeard.
Apparently, you would have talked if we'd shit up for a second. Oh, he corrected himself. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, we added Ashley in because Ewart left, and
There's no other program that can have more than 6.
No.
Fuck.
Again, if you want to be offline, we can use old school Hangouts, but that's stupid.
Then what the
Like
hell?
the people crave our super intelligent, witty banter.
all
Come on.
4 viewers.
You can still do like the full hangouts offline.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I think you can, but you can't stream it to YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, you could always rip the video and upload the video later on, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't record it.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you don't get those sweet live comments.
Oh, it doesn't record
Yeah.
anything anymore, huh? Okay.
Also, Nick doesn't want people to know how bad he can get with his dark humor.
Yeah.
Actually, if Nick pre-recorded these and uploaded them, he could like edit stuff out.
Yeah, like Greg.
Just-
Anytime Greg talks, no, that'd be a lot of work.
Oh my god, it'd be so much
You know-
work. Could you
Yeah.
imagine?
It'd be like me trying to dub Greg. Yeah, I drive my Camaro at 15 kilometers an hour.
That's a pretty good impression, actually.
City.
Hey, Radar, I got a random question. Okay, so the other, like last week, you joined randomly from a bar, and
Yeah.
we could hear you. You couldn't hear us because you had no headset,
That's 2 weeks ago.
but you had video. Now you're all good. Why you have no video?
Oh, because it was my cell phone. Now I'm on my computer.
Why you have no webcam?
What?
Yeah, like, well, you know you can use your cell phone as a webcam on your computer, right? It's very easy.
Oh. Yeah, but I don't want people to see what's the all my sexual objects on my bed.
Fair enough, I guess.
And you'll probably hear better the people talking in the background.
Doesn't want anybody to hear all the love making from the sexy women he's got on his bed behind him.
It's
No,
understandable.
my roommates are pretty loud, and
Yeah, loud when they have their love making.
well, yeah, one of them actually.
Roommates, that's what you call
One of
them.
the roommates is
I would have called it concubine.
down for me, and he has this little Colombian chick. Ooh.
There we go.
Wait,
See,
well,
now
I'm not gonna let Nick's comment go into the radar here. See what I did there?
Under the radar.
Totally see that.
What?
You see, he just made a comment where it's like, roommates. I would have called them concubines. That makes me think if you get into like a lease agreement with Nick, you're signing away a lot more than you think you are.
Yepers.
You're signing away your dignity.
That's the contract.
Just to show you right now, Radar, that this is I'm now using my cell phone as my webcam, and this it still looks, you know, I still look terrible because I'm me, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I could probably rig a gas
And then-
powered potato.
Bam, like, see, ooh.
Ooh, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh, ooh.
It's a program called IP Cam. I have the pro version. I think it was like $3. The free version, I think, just has a couple. It was like maybe I think there's like a watermark in the corner or something shit like that, kind of like the StreamYard shit. But you could get away with the free version. I feel like, if you wanted, just an idea. If you want to be able to have a webcam on your computer sometime.
If you want to complete radar, if you want to complete Redbeard's fetish of everyone having their fucking camera on at all times.
Well, the camera's on my
I
face
enjoy
right
seeing
now.
the people when I talk to them, man. I'm not trying to be a dick or
That's
anything.
me with my mustache. It's live. I just don't move my mouth when I talk.
I'm fine. Like I haven't asked you, Lee. You know, I'd like you sometimes.
Literally half the
curious about
half the
radar.
time I turn the camera off just to get you fucking on edge.
What's everyone
'Cause
drinking?
I know.
I
Bothers you.
am drinking Wolf.
I appreciate that, buddy. You're the
Wet
best.
the Wolf from Bowes Brewery, which at first
White
I smelled
IPA.
it. Yeah, the smell was very good. The first taste was like meh, but the more I drink it, the more it's better, but not great. You know, like yeah.
That perfectly sums it up.
I'm having Super Mario Brothers Land beer. It's cool.
That's the Life in the Clouds.
Indeed.
There we go.
Yeah.
First time I've had it in a while. That it's like first time it's been fresh here in North Bay, and it's delicious. I missed it.
I'm trying on a rubber.
That's
Was that a
Why don't you wear your hat, Nick? Why don't you wear your cool hat?
A rubber?
I don't know where it is.
That's
Did you buy that in
that's the
Nick?
Draco. That's the Draco.
Your new full beard hat hates your old hat. It's like no, I will
Well,
replace this hat
oh.
forever.
Hey, they changed the
Boxing
label on
Rock
that.
Temptation? Hey, you know what, Lee?
These cameras on, yay!
Hey, they just gonna turn it right back off.
I know
just kidding.
I know that none of you watched my advent calendars except for maybe Greg, but Boxing Rock actually had a Tripel in the advent.
their
calendar.
fisticuffs, Tripel.
They just called it Tripel.
Oh, really?
They didn't call it fisticuffs or anything like
What's
that.
your
No, okay, that's strange.
I can't remember what day it was.
But it had the label had two guys with
No,
Like-
hold on. I'll find it.
Weird.
First of all, what's a tripel? I'm not familiar with the.
It's a
just a Belgian triple. It's
Oh, okay.
It's one less than a
Super-
quadruple.
Belgium,
Super fruity, alcoholic, high alcohol.
Well, actually, how do you differentiate between like a single, a double, a triple, and a quad? Like, what is the actual?
I think
There's got to be some like actual definition.
It's just kind of the style.
That's what I mean. But like, what is the differentiating factor between them? Is what I'm curious about.
You know what the sad
The
part is?
alcohol-
If I do a search on
Right.
YouTube right now for Boxing Rock Triple, all I fucking see is fuckface Jordan.
Oh, really?
Really? For what?
Well, that in the Rock versus Triple H, but still, it's
Jesus.
Well, if you search for Boxing Rock fisticuffs, you'll probably find some things in the triple.
Fucking glare. What the fuck?
We can kind of see it. Ashley, bring it closer. What are you showing us right now?
That's the boxing.
Get it in frame. There you go.
so it just says triple.
Yeah, that's weird. There must be a specialized one that they made just for the
It
advent
looks
calendar.
like the Fisticuffs logo, like late.
Yeah, it's slightly different though. It doesn't have like the two boxers on it or whatever. But yeah, it would be a smaller bottle, and they usually make it in the like it's 500 or 650. I can't remember which size it is, but so that would be a specialized bottle that they made specifically for that calendar. That's cool.
That is cool.
That was a 12 fluid ounce. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess there's a bunch of these advents. Sorry, go ahead, Leighton. I mean, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say single is just kind of like a Belgian single,
Golden, like a golden ale, right?
Belgian golden ale. You got like the triple is like a more advanced like golden ale. The quadruple is generally it's somewhere in between like a barley wine and like a fucking almost
So
like a dunkel or
The quads
something.
I've had have all been pretty dark, if I recall.
Yeah, they're usually very dark fruit, intense kind of things. Doubles are usually a lot more malty and dark. Yeah. It's just the delineation between different ways beer was brewed in Belgium, and they eventually became styles, kind of.
Fair enough. Thank you for the knowledge. I like that.
You should do more reading on it, though. I gave you a really half-assed
reading
version of
on it.
Well, you
Yeah,
should.
I should. He's not wrong. If I want to actually learn about the
You
shit, yeah.
You shouldn't stop with me. 'Cause you'll just sound like a dumbass if you try to repeat that shit.
The funny thing I found about the advent calendars, a lot of the beers that came out of Belgium or the Netherlands or surrounding countries, they didn't actually tell you on the label what kind of style you were actually drinking. They just had the name of the beer, and it was just sort of like, here's the percentage. And
Take a guess, buddy.
drink it and go. It's just
Yeah.
like, I was like, what the fuck am I drinking? I don't know. I'm going to guess it's this. You know?
It's pretty cool how many different, like, there's a bunch of different beer advent calendars now. And then, I don't know if you guys, we talked about it with somebody, I talked about it with somebody recently, but there's a YouTube channel, the Try channel. They used to be Facts or something like that. And it's like Irish people try blah, 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 blah,
Right.
blah.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
the whole basis of it is, and there's one, it's like one video, it's like an hour long, and it's three different groups of people going through an entire advent calendar each kind of thing.
Really?
And one of them has a lager calendar, which I feel like I'd try it if someone gave me one, but I would never buy a lager advent calendar.
Fucking
And then
sucks.
the other guys had this, like, they're tiny samplers of all these bourbons and whiskeys and type of shit. I feel like Lee would like that. Some of you guys would like that. Greg, maybe not for me.
Yep.
But then the two girls on there tried this like wine / like champagne advent calendar, and that one had like multiple repeats of the same bottle of whatever it was in
Are you
there,
serious?
which I'd be
That
really
sucks.
unimpressed with that.
It sounds
Yeah.
like Dan and his cheese.
Did that happen to Dan?
You didn't watch any of his fucking videos?
I watched some of them,
I
but
don't
I
watch his
never saw a repeat. I didn't watch them all.
You had to watch more than 4 videos to get a repeat of his cheese.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe I didn't.
I don't think I've ever watched one of his videos.
I don't watch a lot of other beer tubers' videos, to be honest with you. Like,
Dan,
it's-
if you're watching,
yeah, I love the guy, but
I just kind of
I watch
tolerate
some of his
you, Dan.
videos.
Honestly, Dan, I just kind of tolerate you. You're fine. I don't watch your videos though.
That's
Who has all-
why I
who has
watch
all
the
time?
videos, because honestly, beer reviews aren't that interesting. So
no, they're not.
I'm hoping at least when I make a video, it at least is somewhat it's stupid, but I'm hoping it's at least is somewhat entertaining.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Well, Greg-
it's
you just gotta
beer
remember to wear a
reviews that
jacket.
aren't interesting. Yeah, that's the
Greg has a
ticket.
very different take on the whole beer review genre, and it's quite entertaining, in my opinion. So, I like it.
50 years from now.
Again, like
you always wear
myself, I have a bunch of different ideas to do different styles of beer, but it's just like my motivation. Because like I'm doing beer, like, ooh, I might get a bunch of views on this one beer video. Yay! It's not really gonna help me in the long run. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I'm
you just
lazy.
have to remember to wear a warm coat. And
If you're doing a beer review on YouTube, you're lucky if 5 people fucking watch it.
Well, I'm beyond lucky in that respect. Then, so yay me.
Here you go. Yeah.
So no one asked
There you
me. So I'm going to tell everyone. I'm drinking actually a beer mail from Lee. He sent me about it was a 50-pound box of what I could only say is his favorite beer.
I feel like this is both I feel like this is both a slap in the face and also shaming me for not seeing a beer mails yet.
What do you have to say? You don't owe me any beer. I'm just giving a hard time.
Actually, did you guys notice to see the photo comment that I put into the after Nick did the unboxing video, and I sent it to the Full Beard guys so they could watch it.
Yeah.
And the one guy that's the Australian guy, Andrew, he was like, "Is it wrong that the best part of that was how much they cut you up in it? Like they thoroughly enjoyed you guys fucking just destroying me in the first 5 minutes of that video.
That's what that was.
But yeah, you should have been on that fucking video.
I should have been, but I was in the middle of fucking something like game.
You were
With, I
thinking some stupid game is more important.
was hanging out with my other friend. Like I have other friends I hang out with.
friends.
Wait, you were in the middle of it. You were only like an hour into it, and the thing went for 5 hours. That's not the middle.
Well, I was into it. I'm sorry.
You could have always gone back.
Yeah, you really could have.
Makes us feel important, especially
Like
because of
honestly,
Full Beard.
you probably could, you and your big goddamn supercomputer, you could have been streaming that and still at the same time showed up on the StreamYard thing.
Jeez,
Playing your
I
game.
could have used the laptop for the other thing or something like that. But it's
You really could have.
If I had
You
more
really
notice
blew it.
about it and shit, then yeah, I would have been there. But if I was already in the middle of the shit and I was, and again, my Chad, the guy I
posted
game with.
about it. I waited for like an hour and a fucking half in the chat and nothing.
Well, I don't always check my phone all fucking 5 seconds. I
Well,
apologize.
it's
Usually I
still
do,
not
but not
my
all the time.
fault.
You should have that
Sometimes
thing
I don't look at my phone.
strapped to your fucking forehead. You can see it all the time.
Why else do you have a phone if it's not for the goddamn BA 101 fucking chat?
That's pretty much all I use it for. But again, occasionally I'm
So you just
doing other
admitted
things.
that you fucked up.
I did fuck up. If I was able to, if I didn't see the chat. If I'd seen the chat and knew what was happening, I would not have been playing the game until the beer thing was done. So yes, it is basically kind of my fault for not looking at the
If
chat.
I
I don't
seen
deny
this and
that.
I done that, then I could have done this and done that.
Yeah.
But I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm
Captain
a bad
fucking
friend.
Einstein over here. You're right.
Boom.
You're right.
Hey,
You're
Nick,
right.
so I think they sent
you,
you such an
bastard.
awesome care package so you can disperse that amongst all of us because I didn't get shit.
Oh,
I ain't got shit.
I have sent. I don't know how I missed that, but Greg has sent me his address. I have now relayed your address to Full Beard. So
please
Did you relay Ashley's address too?
No, I sent
Ashley
it. I sent
never
it
asked
him
me to.
direct. I
Yeah?
sent
Yeah,
it to him
Greg.
direct.
I don't know why Greg couldn't do that himself. Like, what the hell? But
I don't know who to contact.
go on
Dude,
Facebook, go to Full Beard Brewing, and like send them a message on Facebook.
Go on the Google machine, man. Like what the fuck?
That works too. Send them an email. Call them.
All right.
There's
Well,
many different ways to get in contact with a brewery.
well, geez, you know what, Redbeard? You did something nice for someone else, so congratulations.
So here's my
You
message.
fuck off, you bastard.
This is okay. Yeah,
God damn it.
Blair.
God damn
Okay.
you.
Hey, thanks again for the beer. Carrie's a great guy and an awesome ambassador for beer from Northern Ontario. Good luck with everything. I'd like to take you up in your offer for the swag.
Wow.
And no
I gave you
response.
mad props on that.
I feel like they're like, this guy's a fucking lying shice bag. We're not sending him anything.
Well, I
Like,
mean, the initial
yeah.
premise there.
I honestly, though, I really-
that was a lie.
I really appreciate that. That's like one of the nicest things anyone's ever said about me. But like, that's too. You went too far. I feel
Yeah,
like that's
really?
too much, man.
Well, yeah,
Too much. Too much.
I'm
Too
just
far.
being
North
honest.
Bay's not
Maybe
that
they
too
were
far.
like Ashley. That's not a
Not
guy's
north
name.
of
What the hell?
Ontario.
There was
Yeah,
no-
again, yeah. I'm not even North Ontario, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's from North Ontario. North Bay's
I
not
think I
North
offended
Ontario.
them by saying Northern Ontario. They're like, we're not Northern Ontario. We're the North GTA.
I like.
According to Ontario logic, everything from basically like I don't know starts at like South River or something like that. That's like everything there is Northern Ontario. But look at a map and no. It's annoying.
I like Redbeard's premise. There was no chick on that panel. Who's this Ashley chick?
I said that.
Oh,
That wasn't me. Who the hell?
oh, it was Nick. Oh, okay,
It's a Schluxicron, Sixtomicron. People-
I should have known it was Nick because it was really, really mean.
Yeah.
I'm a beer.
Oh wow.
Anyways,
Beer hoarder.
If it's mean, it's usually can be traced back to Nick. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm not the only one that finds Nick a little offensive.
it's a bad person.
not
A little offensive. Nick is the
Oh,
most offensive.
A little offensive. What was that?
Most
Have you been in his
What was that,
presence?
Greg?
that smell is super offensive. My God,
It wasn't.
the fed
it
events and
wasn't for the,
nostrils.
it
No,
wasn't
think
for the
about
fact I was getting paid so much Patreon dollars out of doing this hangout every week. I really wouldn't be on it.
You're not down every week.
Well, Leah, isn't that whole like podcast your good friend Daniel Harper has basically an anti-Nick podcast?
It kind of is, yeah.
Actually, Leah, do we have any potential date for more fun podcast stuff?
Trying to do Thor 2.
It's been a while at this point.
Could you guys do this Saturday?
100%.
All right. Well, I'll fly that across Daniel because we're
I'll fly that across Daniel. I like
Yeah.
that.
because
What?
because the movies we're doing for the regular podcast are super short this week, so we should be able to fit in.
You guys are doing like 10-minute long movies.
Yeah. So yeah.
10-minute long? Like, is that actually what's happening?
What are you
What?
doing, like the Great Train Robbery and something else?
Yeah, we're doing our new project for this year is we're starting in the 1900s and working our way up throughout the year to the 2010s.
Really?
And yeah, so we're just going to pick a couple movies from each decade and just do those for a little while. And so we're starting with silent movies, and most silent movies in the 1900s
I guess,
were
yeah.
under an hour. So
Fair enough.
way under an
That's
hour. Actually, most were under half an hour. So
that's cool. You know, if you're doing that much of a spectrum, there maybe at least one movie that I've seen. If you want to guess,
I'll share the I'll share the list.
Well,
that'd be cool, man.
for
That'd be
sure
cool.
you've seen Cosmopolis.
Never even heard it.
Or what
Never
was
heard
that
of it.
German movie there that was really futuristic?
Oh, Metropolis, you mean?
Metropolis, yeah.
We might be doing that.
Metropolis for me is Superman. That's all I got.
You don't know the silent movie of the female robot and
I don't know any silent movie, anything. I know of them. I know they existed. I know like Charlie Chaplin was somebody that was in them.
if you saw pictures from it, you would probably recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
sure.
seen
That's
this
entirely
image somewhere.
possible. That is possible. I just like for me, I've maybe seen some little snippets of stuff here and there via YouTube, but I've never fully watched anything from that era that I can recall.
I only know one silent movie that I've seen for sure. That's Nosferatu, the original. I don't think I've.
That was a silent movie, really?
Yep.
The original was.
That's actually impressive. They were able to do stuff like that with no actual, like there's still music, right?
Yeah, there's music afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How are they? Oh, there's no music like during the like inner.
Well, when they'd show it in theaters back in the day when it originally came out, they'd actually have someone. They'd usually have someone playing.
Someone with
there.
the piano
Oh,
playing.
yeah.
But really, so like the soundtrack was actually somebody being the soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You got to be right on time with your cues and shit. That would be a hard job, actually. If you fuck that up, everyone's going to be like, "What's going on right now?"
You'd be surprised how many people score movies and do soundtracks by watching it while they're just playing the music.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but I'm just saying. But that's then recorded and
Yeah, it
put
takes-
into the thing.
Yeah, still,
It's
but
not,
it
it's not
is
somebody
a-
sitting in the corner there behind a fucking curtain or something, actually doing it. That's actually really really
Well,
impressive.
And also
for
the
doing
thing about it is you could fuck up and no one would know the difference because it's not like someone on Twitter is like, oh, did you see Piano Guy in Nosferatu last week? He totally fucked up his cue for that one song, dude.
Well, you know,
Like,
if you were like
a band, like, oh man, those guys rock the place.
if you were say the person that like made the movie and like had written that person's stuff to like you had like the specific ambiance, whatever, with the sound. You're supposed to play it. You're sitting there in the audience watching your own movie, and you hear the sound guy fuck up. that could get you in trouble right there as the sound guy, or even like if you went to it multiple times and the guy, like, what if it's like just up to him and he's like just one time he's gonna like make it all cheery for some reason.
I'm sure in some cases it probably was. It was really an afterthought.
It's just crazy to me that like that was a thing. Like back when I was in high school. We did. I was part of the tech crew for the drama department. Me and two other guys. We put up the sets, took down the sets, built the sets and shit. And the one play we did,
and then they were destroyed.
They actually had. They put up. It's called a scrim, just like a big, giant kind of semi curtain that divides the stage kind of in half down the middle. And there was like a full orchestra behind the scrim, and then the play took place. But it's a play, not a movie. So kind of the same thing, and also, again, I imagine with some movies there would have been more than just one person. It would have been like an actual like small kind of orchestra kind of thing going on to get the actual
some cases,
full range, you'd think. But that's just a really cool concept for a movie, and it's interesting to me. I like it. It's cool. Yeah. Good times.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro.
Another cool story. When we had to take down the scrim, it was like up attached to the, like, you know how they have the kind of lattice work of metal stuff up in the ceiling of a stage for the lights and stuff to be attached to. The scrim was attached all along the top, and we'd use the scaffolding to put it up there. And we had to take it down, and like, we got to put the scaffolding. I'm like, the scaffolding's so annoying to put up. Let me get up there, and I'll climb across the beam and undo the bow ties as I go. Which I did. Like, I'm like 15 feet in the air or so, kind of feet over the bar, hands over the bar, going across, untying, not realizing when I started. By the time I got to the end, all the blood was drained out of my arms basically, and I could barely even hang on. I had no way I was making it back, so I was like, clear the ground below me. I am gonna fall right now, and they did, and I fell, and I was fine, but I fell like 15 feet and bounced and rolled, and then went outside and laid in the snow to cool down because I was like dying.
Did you crack a rib though?
No, I didn't actually. Nothing broke. My bones used to be so much more resilient.
You fall 15 feet, you don't crack a rib. You fall off one step and you fucking.
Well, there was no step. There was no step. I jumped up in the air. I probably fell about 4 feet from like where I basically jumped up in the air, turned myself horizontal, and fell. And it was maybe 3.5, 4 feet, but still, yeah, compared to 15. Although with the 15 feet, I landed on my feet and rolled. I didn't land on my side and punch myself in the ribs, so it's a completely different scenario, really.
And to be fair, all of Redbeard's blood was in his penis, so that probably didn't protect his rib.
Right.
Because you know, blood is like a barrier to protect
it. That's going back to the whole I was going after Ashley's wife thing, right? Haha, funny joke.
Yes, you
okay,
are.
Nicely done. You know what? If Ashley's wife was single and lived near me and she had an interest, I won't deny. Ashley is a beautiful woman.
You need to stop. Again. You need to stop again. This is one of those.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Good.
I'm done.
Good cut.
Just saying. Like I'm not going to deny Ashley. Your wife is a pretty lady.
I can't believe I actually look out for Redbeard in these situations.
The Medusa.
I appreciate it, Lee. I really do.
I must say, although I wasn't after her, interested in her, she did smell really good when I, smelled her. I need to stop. I need to stop. And Greg.
No, but here's the thing. I know we know where Greg's coming from. You start explaining too much, and then your motives.
Okay, you're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. I need more beer. You're not wrong.
I need more beer too. Jesus. Oh, nice one.
Disgusting.
I am now going to be drinking a Nickelbrook Brewing Wicked Awesome IPA.
Wow, that nice. Awesome. That was the winner of their mysterious contest beers. They had 2 beers to choose from. I can't remember how they labeled them.
It was 4 beers.
Oh, it was 4 beers. That's right. I'm sorry.
I picked the sour myself. I did all 4 of those beers in one video on a live stream at one point, I think. It was a fun little thing to do.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
It's all right. Like I don't know, it's like for me again, this is another can. I bought 4 cans of Life in the Clouds because it's fresh. It's been so long since I've had it.
And you're in the clouds.
Fuck me, it's good.
Yeah.
It really is.
You feel
It's
like
just-
you're in the clouds.
You have to remind me on that one. Is what's the intended style on that? Is that like as a New England IPA or
New
such?
England, yeah, hazy IPA. It just says double dry hopped IPA on the can.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that used to say hazy IPA or something.
I think
They
so.
change stuff like that all the time.
They do.
It's weird.
if it's
They change the name of like the style of their beer on the label to kind of reflect what's popular at the time.
Yeah.
Collective
a
Arts
market
is kind of a bandwagon brewery on that in that respect. I find.
I wonder if any beer that's made in New England is probably selling 100% full, 100%.
New England
More
IPAs.
profits because of the New England Patriots lost. Now everybody's an alcoholic in New England.
Maybe.
I don't think beer consumption has that much
No, it
really
probably
to do
went up.
overall with.
It probably went up by fold.
Uh,
The Patriots lost.
Again, if you're the kind of person that puts that much faith and like that much of your life into a sports team and how well they do,
I'm just
then there's something wrong in your brain.
pass.
Hey,
Like,
Matt,
ooh,
know,
this
dude.
team that I really like that has nobody I
Greg
know
wasn't talking,
on
so
it.
I said Matt.
Like, just
massive
Oh.
beers.
what's going on, Matt? Cheers, man. Speaking of guys that are big into sports and stuff,
Who you were just speaking of guys you were just insulting.
basically. But no, again, I don't.
was that
Matt seems like Matt wouldn't go on a
Patriots
bender or
won?
something if his fucking favorite team lost. Like, he likes sports, but he's not crazy.
Here's the thing, though. The thing that you're making fun of about sports, you can find that thing in your life that you're like that about. You know what I mean? That thing you don't have a personal connection to, that you
Potentially.
love so much that you're irrationally passionate about.
Yeah.
Everybody has that thing. Just so happens, sports is one of the more popular.
No,
things that
fair.
people
I'll
like.
give you that. I can't think of. There must be something, but there's nothing that really comes to mind for me. Like, I don't really care. Like, my family, I care. Like, nothing. I don't really care that deep. I guess
Wait,
if
no,
there's that, you don't know whether there are. If the Venture Brothers was to suddenly and outright be canceled, I would be irrationally sad about that. There are a couple things like that. I get
Everybody has that thing. There's nothing wrong with it.
fair enough.
So
Yeah.
the Venture Brothers place that above the death of your family members. Okay, we get that. That's
No,
good.
I wasn't saying that. I was not saying that. You fucking wordy, twisty bastard.
No, I
Goddamn you.
get it. Some people
Wordy twisty.
Fucking bastard.
Wordy.
Sorry, guys, but
God damn
my,
you.
can't
my
feel you're connected to
grandmother,
by blood sometimes. I get that.
I'm sorry, guys, I can't come back. My grandmother passed away the other day. But hey, the Patriots won! Yeah!
You know what? I feel like that's a mentality that some people actually kind of have. Yeah.
Sure. Especially people from Philadelphia. Yeah, we won our Super Bowl. Let's trash the fucking city for $4 billion
Yeah.
worth of fucking damage.
Yeah. We won, so let's destroy stuff. Like, what?
Matt, what are you drinking, buddy?
I am drinking as I
Beer.
pour it everywhere.
A fallen
A
can.
beer. It is a Won't You Be My Neighbor? Fucking
Nice.
Nice.
what do they call this guy again?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers themed beer.
So
I feel
is
like
it-
Mr. Rogers isn't something that's really be associated. That just seems weird to me. Like,
Well,
the
I
marketing,
mean,
is beer marketed to kids, or
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, there's that new Tom Hanks movie, right?
Yeah.
true?
So
There's
is
a
that
beer.
a new beer that's like we're gonna
Well, it's-
capitalize on it?
Well, it's a couple different things. One, this brewery, which I'm not a big fan of, they're all their beers are like shticks off of pop culture. So they have a beer called Ma the Meatloaf, and all the beer, like all that shit. Two, Mr. Rogers is actually from PA, So there's like a
Yeah.
big connection. He's from Pittsburgh and like all that shit. So there's like a big connection of it. So yeah, and the other thing is my barber. I get my hair cut once a fucking month, and I go to my barber, and a couple of people go there, and someone brought him a bunch of these, and he doesn't drink beer, so he's like, I got beer for you. I'm like, there you go. This brewery, conversely, and you want a little bit of story time. It's a brewery called Evil Genius. They're out of Pittsburgh.
I've heard of them.
Out of Philly. Well, you might have heard of Evil Twin.
That's what I might be thinking of.
Yeah, you probably heard Evil Twin, not Evil Genius, but these guys are out of Philly. And when I used to do a radio show, like actual radio show, we would have like a decent amount of breweries on. Like we would have big popular breweries on. Not that we were like, hey, we're fucking awesome, but we'd have like decent breweries on. So we're like, okay, local guy, from Philly, kind of outskirts of Philly, we'll have you on. Like, it'll be great. We'll like drink some good beer and have a good time. And they were such fucking assholes, like such assholes. And we're like,
How
no,
so?
go. So the whole shtick of the radio show, and this is before I took over. The whole shtick of the radio show was a legitimate radio show, which was like an hour-long program, which means it had 2 commercial breaks. So it was the first 15 minutes was like beer talk, beer news. The middle 15-minute segment between the 2 commercials was talking to the brewer, and then the last 15 minutes was like drinking their beers and talking about the beers. That's how the shtick of the fucking thing was. And the only thing we asked them is to send us like 4 or 5 beers so we could actually drink them on air and talk about them. And they wouldn't send them. They wouldn't send them, which is fine. But then they're like, you know what? And the one guy who actually did the show with me was like, hey, I'm going to be close to your brewery or close to a beer festival that they were going to be at. He's like, I'm close to a beer festival. If you guys want to bring some along, you don't even have to mail them. He's like, I'll just pick them up. He's like, he was going to be in Gettysburg or some bullshit. And I'm like, yeah, totally. Like, that's even better. Like, we'll have our guy bring a bunch of stuff and he'll give you a bunch of stuff. So he is on a vacation with his wife, goes to this beer festival, which is not a big deal because he wants to go anyway. And he goes up to the thing, and the guy's like, has no idea who he is. And he's like, whatever. And the guy in the end goes, he's like, here's $15. Go to the grocery store across the street and buy whatever you want. Use that. Like that, like a douche. Wow. and we're not like, hey, we're fucking whatever. We're just like, we're not asking for a lot here. We're not like looking for you to give us a case of beer. Just a couple of beers so we can talk about them, and then we'll call in and we'll do that. And he's like, yeah, just go to Wegmans across the street, the grocery store. He's like, just pick whatever they got over there. Here's $15. And my guy is like, with the $15, he's like, go fuck yourself, and he just threw it down and walked away. So you know what I mean, whatever. So I haven't actually drank other beer since this one. And the worst part is, this is really good beer. That's the worst part about it. It's really good beer. So,
Shit.
No, that's not bad. I like the beer. Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I haven't seen it yet. I wasn't really. I was more of a Mr. Dress Up guy myself when I was a kid. Like Mr. Rogers was always a thing, but I like Mr. Dress Up more.
That's because you dress
Well,
up.
that's the thing. Everybody, I think everybody here has their own Mr. Rogers. Like up where I grew up, we had her name was Miss Judy and Hatchie Malachi. That was like the local crazy. Like everybody had their own Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. Okay, well, I feel in Canada it was like Mr. Dress Up was like
Fred Penner.
Broadcast coast to coast. It was a big thing here. Mr. Rogers, I believe, also broadcast coast to coast. But for me personally, he had this weird, just the way like hello neighbor, and I know he seemed like a
too gentle.
I don't know, just it didn't mess with me as a kid. Where Mr. Dress Up was like just kind of this cool old man that did these cool things and all this random crafts and puppets and the tickle trunk and all the cool.
Mine was Vincent Price on the hilarious House of Frightenstein.
Tickle trunk.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that.
What
was the
and like Casey and Finnegan and stuff like I watched it like back in the day. They revamped it at one point, and Casey and Finnegan were gone. There was new puppets and stuff and all this other shit. They changed it a bunch, but back in the day, like back in its heyday, kind of thing, it was. Yeah, man, he was
the only Canadian kids show I watched back in the day. Really, that stuck with me was hilarious House of Frightenstein.
I have no idea what that is.
Well,
Actually, as far as
Holy
kids show,
crap,
there was
you
a
don't know what that is?
I don't
there
know
was a
what
game
that-
show.
it was the raccoons.
The
That, I remember that the raccoons
Watch
was
the
there was a
Raccoons a
game.
bit.
Remember Kid Street? You guys watch Kid Street or Bumper Stumpers?
Yeah, Kid
No.
Street.
Whenever I was, if I was like off, if I was sick at home, Bumper Stumpers like that. It was like wake up in the morning. The routine as a kid was wake up in the morning, eat food,
Alright.
whatever, get dressed, and there was like I think the Care Bears were on,
Yeah.
and then like fucking the 2 or 3 shows that I could watch before I had to go catch the bus. And Bumper Stumpers was like, I don't know if you ever saw it. It was a truly Canadian game show where like it was like, this is a license plate, and this is the clue as to what the person that owns this license plate might be. What does it say? It was like just a bunch of letters and numbers, obviously, but it was like you had to sound it up phonetically, kind of thing, and it would be like a dentist would have this plate, whatever it might be, kind of thing, or
Gotcha,
this
okay,
guy, and it was actually a decent show, and it was like I only ever got to watch it when I stayed home from school because it was like right in that sweet spot where like I have to catch the bus or I have to stay home and watch the show. So
Yeah.
it
was-
like BUKTOOTH.
maybe.
Bucktooth.
Or like then again, Kid Street was another. It was a kind of a kids themed game show back in the day where all the contestants
We're in like
sat up on this kind of plinth and they were in like this go kart. It was a team of teams, and they clapped like this.
My friend was on that
And it was
show.
really
Yeah, he was on that
that's
show.
actually so cool.
There was a
But-
for us French people was Bucktooth. And
And the end of it, at the end of it, was like one of those. Is it called a pictogram? Where it's like you have to like unlock the certain parts of it,
I remember that.
and
It
then you
was a
solve the
pentagram.
puzzle.
It was a pentagram the kids had to go on. And
Radar, you've lost your mind.
sacrifice shit.
You were watching a different show. My God.
No, it was the same show. I'm pretty sure it was like.
I don't think it was.
They probably had a
on
French
pentagram.
version for Quebec and Northern Ontario.
That's what it was. When it translated into French, it somehow became some kind of satanic cult show.
Whatever
Oh,
we
fuck.
have in the rest of Ontario and Canada, they had a very specific version for Quebec,
Yeah.
Probably.
and that's what Radar grew up on.
Yeah, pentagrams and
It's just funny. When I was a kid and we like had just this limited number of TV shows to watch, I watched so much like generic like This Hour is 22 Minutes and
yeah, I remember
the
the
Red
old
Green
one.
Show.
I
The Kids in the
Stuff like
Hall,
that.
man. Kids in the Hall.
The Kids in the Hall was
I was watching
fucking
that show from like 10 years on. And it
like
was
I used to. I lived in North Bay with my parents, and we'd travel to McAllen outside of Parrystown to visit my grandparents, and we'd be staying the night there. And my grandma and I, randomly, like she stayed up late, like I'm gonna stay up late with my grandma, and we'd watch Kids in the Hall together. And it was just the most random fucking thing. That's disturbing as hell.
Greasy. One show that me and my parents watched, even though we were, Quebecers, was the Super Dave Osborne show.
That was a great
That
show.
Dave
was
is awesome.
fucking awesome.
That was a
What was the
great
show that
show.
Super Dave was a segment on.
Bizarre.
Bizarro.
Bizarre, yeah.
Bizarro.
Bizarre used to air on the
That's
Comedy
Bizarre.
Network, and I watched that. Like there was episodes. There was an episode of that show where the guy was. I can't remember like the guy that was doing the acting, that was doing the thing. They replaced some of like they fucked with him. He was like supposed to lift. He was supposed to lift a suitcase, and they filled it with like lead or something like that. So and then take a shot. It's supposed to be like apple juice, and they made an actual whiskey and shit. And like that was one of the first like variety TV shows that really kind of went like that. Bizarre was an awesome show.
It was interesting
some-
because it was actually the original version of Bizarre actually had nudity and shit in it, and
Really?
and jokes that would not fly today, like a lot of really racist jokes. in it
I
that
feel like
definitely
some
wouldn't
of the
fly
jokes they got away with even then wouldn't fly today. But
No.
yeah, if they
But-
they wanted to go even further, is what you're saying. That's crazy.
But
That's
it-
awesome.
But there was the version with nudity in it. So like all the gags, like that were like the shirt gags. Like there was always a segment where the shirts had words on them, and they would keep back and forth. Oh, I've got
Yeah,
I
this
remember
shirt
that where they just rip off a shirt and then they show
Yeah.
something else.
where it had text on it, right? So they were having
Yeah.
a conversation with their shirts, and then eventually it would end up with the chick being naked and topless. And the version the version most people saw was like the edited version where they shot the girl from behind when she finally took her final shirt off.
Yeah.
But there
Ah.
actually was an adult version of that show.
Oh, wow.
I never realized that.
I gotta
remember
do a
that.
random torrent search happening right now. Just
Random torrent search.
There,
But
there,
I'm
the
asking,
The DVD set came out years ago.
It was Bazaar, right? Or E.
Yeah, like this.
Bizarre.
Yep.
Damn it, nothing.
Non-binary,
Bazaare. Is that it?
Well, you guys, you ever see the SNL did a parody of that Jingleheimer Junction? I think is the name of the thing they did. They did like a spoof on this, to where they had like a bunch of people like with shirts on, and they were like kind of dancing around doing different things. It was just one letter, and it was like wolf. It basically ended up almost saying "fuck." You know what I mean? Like.
I can't find any Bizarre to download. I'm sad.
Oh, sorry, man.
I was even like, I was like, all damn rightly said stuff about nudity, cool. But at the same time, it's like, I have not watched that show in so long, and I would just,
There it is.
yeah, no, I see that. That's, yeah. My goodness.
The shit they got away with.
And that was back before like everything was fake. That was 100% real, nice, perky little movies.
Yeah.
A lot of Canadian B movie actresses actually got their start on that show, models and
Really?
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on Bizarre, you know who else actually started there? The guy that did the fucking evil guy in every fucking movie in the 1990s. The evil guy from The Crow, who was also the sheriff's cousin in Robin Hood.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know his name. Yeah, but-
Oh my god, yeah, who's that fucking guy? He's such
That's
a prick
funny.
too.
You know, in real life, he's actually a good guy.
Oh, I'm sure he's a good guy, but like his characters were
was SCTV
And he
Canadian based?
was one of
Yes.
yes.
That's a lot of fucking stars right there for you.
Yeah,
The
they
guy.
had like John Candy and some who
Rick
else?
Moranis.
John Candy, Eugene Levy, Martin Short, I think was on. That was where Bob and Doug started. So Dave Thomas and Martin
Thomas,
Short.
Yeah, wasn't Rick
Or no, so that was Dave
Rick-
Thomas
Rick
and
Moranis,
Rick Moranis. Yes, Catherine, Catherine O'Hare. Like, do you guys watch Schitt's Creek?
Andrea something. What was her?
Eugene Levy was there, too.
Andrea Martin.
Do
Andrea
you
Martin,
guys watch? You guys watch Schitt's Creek?
No.
Eugene Levy.
It's Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hare are in that show, and it's taped like somewhere. It's recorded somewhere in Muskoka here in Ontario.
Really?
But it's a fucking hilariously awesome show,
I
man.
thought it was
It's
just crap and it's just CBC shit.
no, you'd be surprised, man. Like watch that show; it's fucking hilarious. Like what's the guy's Chris Kattan? Oh, not Chris Kattan. The guy. Oh, one of the SNL guys from back in the day.
Hey,
I can't think of his fucking name, but he plays like the mayor of the town in the show, and
Michael
Eugene Levy's son randomly
Michael
plays
Wincott,
Dave
their
Thomas
son.
was in SCTV as well.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, he was the part of Bob and Doug.
Yeah, Bob and Doug. Yeah.
But really, like from Bizarre to like one of the most evil character actors from the '90s. It's like, and he's one of the most underrated evil guys in Hollywood ever. He was just so good at what he did.
I mean, who are you talking about at this point? Who is this person?
The Michael Wincott, the guy that does the evil guy in The Crow.
Michael.
The sheriff's cousin in the Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
What's his last name? What's his last name?
Is it Wincott?
WINCOTT.
Yeah. And he's been in a couple movies lately.
Oh, I need to see. Okay. Michael Wincott, Canadian actor, and he looks like
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not a robot.
Yeah.
I just got a CAPTCHA thing. I'm not a robot. Fuck you. Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's been in a lot of shit.
Oh yeah. He was.
I never really knew his name.
Brosnan and Liam Neeson. There, he was pretty good in that too.
Like Crow, Robin Hood,
or whatever.
and The Crow for sure. The ones I remember him from. He was an Alien Resurrection. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. It's an unfortunate movie to be in.
It wasn't. I feel like it was better than Prometheus.
Yeah.
A lot of things are.
Well, Prometheus was.
I still
okay.
enjoy
The one after, I was like, what?
I can enjoy it, but at the same time, there's a lot of things like that's like the whole that person went to the Prometheus school of running away from things is a whole thing because of that movie where like this giant run to the fucking side, you stupid moron, as this giant wheel ship is coming towards you. Like that was so dumb. So dumb. This guy has been in so many movies I've never seen. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was in Ghost in the Shell.
I never saw.
The one with what's her face there?
Scarlett Johansson. I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw that.
It
I
was-
didn't. I don't have any. I never watched
was
the
just-
anime, whatever it is. I don't know the actual.
It was
What
just
it-
an excuse to see Scarlett Johansson in a slinky suit. That's it.
Well, no, again, like I will not ever deny that Scarlett Johansson is a fucking The Island.
Yes.
Probably my favorite Michael Bay film because it's the least Michael Bay of all the Michael Bay
It was
films.
the least explosive.
Yeah, but
Even though
then
it
also
was.
just the whole premise and everything, and that was Michael Clark Duncan, and that was one of his last roles
Yeah.
before he died too.
Oh yeah, he's
But-
not-
It was
Uh,
the only one of the only good things about that stupid what's his the Daredevil movie, the fucking Ben Affleck, that's his name.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah, he was the only good thing in there.
Kingpin. He played a good. He'd be a great if he was still alive. I would have no problem at all with him being in like the new Spider-Verse as the Kingpin. He was fucking huge. That guy.
No, but Scarlett
R.I.P.
Johansson, her
to Super
best
Dave, too.
movie was,
Again, just died out of nowhere too.
Well,
Like
when
you never know, man.
Scarlett Johansson, the hottest she ever was in that movie where she was. It wasn't that long ago either. Where she's that alien, and
Oh, yeah.
she's kind of a fuck. What was the name of that movie?
She's an alien.
Yeah,
Was it
and she's
under
totally
skin
new,
or
like
something like
everything.
Really?
Under the skin. That's what it was called.
My
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson hot take is
It
she
was
looks like a
actually
generic girl that I see every day.
Yes, but
Like
a hot
seriously,
one,
like I
a
think she
hot-
looks like a normal, generic person.
I think she does too, but just something about she
Oh, no,
she is, but there's something about just the way that
It's her natural.
she does.
beauty.
It's like she elevates from that to
Well,
yeah.
maybe it's
Very
because there's so
natural
many
beauty.
starlets out there who don't look like normal generic people that she actually kind of stands out in that
Yeah.
regard.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's yeah.
She reminds me of what's her face, Jennifer Lawrence. That's a natural beauty right there.
No,
Yeah.
there's a distinct difference. Jennifer Lawrence is bonkers hot. Like,
Yeah. But she
yeah,
doesn't
like
need
for
to be,
me.
like, compared to other.
Oh, again, like for me, like I don't. I'm not ranking people. I don't even know. Like I'd still be like, they're both absolutely beautiful, 100%. Like I couldn't really. I don't know if I could between the two. Like Jennifer Lawrence is. I guess Jennifer Lawrence has come off in a more funny and
she's a down to earth person who
interviews,
doesn't
like she
shy
held
away
up
from showing her
stuff at the
kids.
Oscars and shit, and she's kind of like always just really normal person in interviews and stuff. And I haven't actually seen much. I can't even relate though. Because Scarlett Johansson
You got
was on fucking Hot Ones, and that was a great Scarlett Johansson on Hot Ones was one of the best episodes because it was like it almost felt like a first date between her and the host. Like they had this fucking awesome kind of chemistry going on, and I don't think Jennifer Lawrence has been on there on Hot Ones.
If you gotta
You
look,
guys are a bunch of creep holes.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
hot Ones, as far as a show, if you want to watch a show,
Fuck you, Greg.
like an interview show, and really kind of and actually really get
jacket.
get to know a celebrity kind
Sorry, I
of out
can't
of their
hear you over
skin.
Redbeard.
If you
Hot Ones really works. I'm done with that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
if you look at the Graham Norton show with Jennifer Lawrence, she's such a down to earth.
I'll give you the Graham Norton
Beautiful
show is
character.
another really good. Like that's my
Yeah,
favorite
and it
talk
shows-
show.
it
It's
shows
a
the
great show.
person, and it shows the person. Like she's
Yeah.
down to earth.
Well, they
You know,
sit there and
I-
have drinks and stuff on there. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Well,
It's such a good show.
Well, the ones who are fucking snobbish, you obviously know they're fucking snobs. Like when Kate Beckinsale was on, like I'm like God, like fuck off. But then Jennifer Lawrence, like fuck man, she's like
I can't. I watched a recent one with Elton John and some people. And it was fucking hilarious. It was so good.
Yeah,
They were all
sometimes
just
it's
like, it's just sitting around. It's like the what's his name? The
Graham
new
Norton?
late night guy. Not what a
New
name
late
is just
night-
pop into my head. The British guy.
the fat one.
Yeah,
Oh fuck, he was on Cat.
exactly.
Cronin?
Yes, thank you. But his talk show, like I'm not a huge fan of him actually. Like he's kind of a weird guy. But the way that the format of the talk show is the same basically as Graham Norton, where like everybody's there at once and they just sit around and talk. And that's some of the best content you'll ever find, man. Some of that stuff is so good. I love it.
So what the fuck is Greg doing? Oh, he's
We're
walking the dog.
walking the dog.
Yeah, Arnold's going for a walk.
He's walking to the red light district.
Is he on a leash? Is he on? He must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
he's on a leash.
Yeah, with a Scottish kilt.
Does he have like? Does he know heel and stuff? Are you training him for that kind of stuff yet?
Oh,
Nah,
look, oh yeah, look at that.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Saxon's
You
going
wanna
out.
ask, like,
Hey, I'm still on vacation.
You went
So I was coming back with an honest beer topic to discuss for a few minutes.
Jennifer Lawrence?
We just started a new year. What beer style, if you could, and you can answer this whichever way you want. If you could pick one beer style to go away or one beer style to become very popular, which would it be?
Oh, that's a good one.
Triple black IPAs.
I actually kind of like some of them.
Black
So I
IPAs.
would say no.
I wouldn't say black IPAs can go away before tonight.
We didn't drink a triple.
If every black IPA could be like Apocalypse Later.
See, Nick, this is what I like to do: convert you.
Yeah,
I would
it's
love
like
to see
black
more
IPA.
high test, really well done fruited IPAs.
Fruited IPA. So you want to see more fruited IPAs?
Good ones like that, not just
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
session
Oh, yeah.
shit. Like, I want to see a good like 7-8%. Fucking blow my face off with the fruit infusion in this beer. I love that kind of shit.
I gotta say one thing. I fucking hate StreamYard's limit of 6 people.
You know what? You're probably the 8,000th person to say it at this point. We
You know
all
what? I think it has to be pale lager.
So what? Good.
go
Like,
away or become popular.
If Pale Lager is done well, it's not bad.
Yes, but I'm looking at a website right now, Rate Beer. 35 out of top 40 are pale lagers.
Jesus.
Top 4 beers.
Yeah, I would love to see like just kind of some of the giant companies take some kind of a big hit and realize they need to change their fucking business model and stop trying to take over the goddamn world and sell everybody macro garbage, because like the amount of people when I'm working at Beer Fest that come up to me and they're like, "I'll have a Coors Light. I'll have a Canadian. Give me a blue." Like, are you fucking retarded? I'm sorry to use that word. The R word is not. I'm sorry.
Not only that, there's also people out there who'll be like, "Oh, craft beer, man. I don't
But
like
again, like,
that hipster shit."
There's so many craft beers out there. You drink Coors, you drink Canadian, you drink bullshit beer. Try this lager from this craft brewery to actually support your local community and see how you like that. And 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, "Wow, where can I get that? That's really
There's
good."
that whole concept of said, like, but there's a whole bunch of people out there, like, because it's almost like craft beer has become that liberal idea, so people shun it because they don't want to say, "Oh man, that craft beer has become that's such a hipster fad moment that I just want to go back to drinking regular stuff." There's morons out there.
It's so dumb. Like,
yeah, oh yeah.
No, I'm my dad drank Bud, so I'm gonna drink Bud.
Yeah, it's Bud's a real man's beer.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Bud, I'm gonna drink a. I'm drinking a.
Speaking of Bud, Nick's gonna drink something that's just not even remotely related.
You're not answering the question at all. You're just
Trail
going
of chocolate beans.
Okay, Matt.
That sounds damn good, actually.
Guys, stop.
It's coffee and chocolate.
Ashley,
What?
You all right?
I'm going to answer my question. Because you guys went off on a fucking tangent.
What style?
It happens.
Go away. Which guy? When would you want?
When I speak, it's all the tangents.
Pale lager. Pale lager.
What?
I would not mind seeing that go.
It's a hard one, man. I mean, because I can go, I go fruited Berliner, not the 450 North slushy shit, but just 40. But no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. The bane of my existence is anybody who barrel ages a beer less than a fucking year. So if you're gonna put a beer in a barrel and you're like, put in a bourbon barrel age, and I drink it, and I'm like, is this barrel aged? And I look, and it's like 3 months in mullet barrels. I'm like, 3 months.
Yeah.
Like I spent less time in a fucking shitter today.
You know, I will agree with that. I will
Fuck
agree with
that
that
shit.
all day
Agree
long.
that
A
barrel-aged
year-
beers that haven't been barrel-aged long enough. I mean, 6 months is long
Yeah.
enough for me, but
Yeah,
It
no.
potentially, but
I
no,
mean,
but
Six months is
yeah,
long
you
enough.
really need
Six
some age
months
in the
is long
barrel.
enough to change the flavor a little bit. But if you really want to get that bourbon barrel aged beer flavor, at least I agree completely with Matt there. You want
It's
to
like
do
Innocent Gun advertising their
flavor.
Innocent Gun
just
like
used to
Innocent
barrel
Gun
age.
advertising they aged it for 74 days or some
Yeah,
shit. And
yeah.
like 74 days, that's 2.5 months.
This
Yeah.
beer was
Long
brewed in
enough.
the presence of a barrel. The beer's
Yeah,
a barrel.
it's
Yeah,
like-
barely touched
It's
the
called a
barrel.
randle. You randled it through a barrel, you know?
There you go. Oh, that's hilarious. We oak-aged it by just hooking a barrel up to the fucking fermenter and running it through there. We pulled it out.
Yeah.
Barrel aged. Yeah, but no, I completely agree with that, man. That's a thing. Yeah, like barrel aging a beer is something you want to do for a good, solid length of time. Like that Trestle beer that I had recently, their bourbon barrel aged version of the Bragg Load, which on its own is one of the best straight up imperial stouts I've had, and then barrel aged that for I think it was a year and a bit. And I've got 2 bottles now. One is being sent to Dan, and one's being kept for me for aging purposes.
Well, I mean, barrel
it's
aging
unique.
beer. Barrel aging beer is kind of like double dry hopping. It's very much a selling point, to the point where people are like, I barrel age this beer, and it's like, you don't extra hop a beer, or you don't barrel age a beer just to do it. You actually create a beer to be barrel aged, or you create a beer to be dry hopped.
Yeah, that's
It's like
how.
if you create a beer to
organic-
be barrel aged, and you create it to be barrel aged for 2 years, but you put it in there for
Double
6 months.
Tempest by Amsterdam. They make that beer. I gotta ask quickly: are you guys hearing random sounds on my mic? Because somebody is going ape shit with a fucking angle grinder in the shop downstairs, and I apologize if it's being picked up. And if not, then I really like my mic.
I just assumed that was your vibrating sofa.
It just sounds like a little.
That'd be
bit-
fucking cool.
We'll just mute your mic anyway.
It's
Well,
back
you
there.
have done a couple times. Thanks.
Don't you just put like a coin in the slot and it vibrates for you?
That'd be
Oh.
again. I would love that.
With chairs at the mall.
That'd be cool. Why not? Vibrate across the room. Have races.
Does
with my
your
sofa.
does your sofa smell like Badusi and like cigarettes?
Gross.
No,
No, okay.
God no.
Anyway,
I
go
was just
back
thinking
to
maybe it was secondhand from like a fucking.
No, this you don't know. You everybody knows the story of my couch. Come on now.
I don't even want to know the story.
It is secondhand, but it was like brand new and given to me by the Highlander guy.
Oh, that's right. And he got you a kilt and a couch.
Oh, so it does smell like fucking cigarettes.
And I have a second couch in the other room. Both are fold-out couches. I went from having like the ability to host like one person for a night over kind of thing to like I can have like a family of 5 stay there now. It's pretty cool.
Just pro tip here: the sheets that came with that, they weren't starched.
There weren't there's no sheets. It was just, and again, it was a brand new couch basically that he gave me. There's no anything.
The fold out couch. Those sheets were stiff for a different reason.
I have a black light. I haven't checked it. I could
Because
check.
all the semen in them.
Again, I could
Wow,
black light.
did you guys see the news that almost everyone at College Humor lost their jobs today?
Really?
What?
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
college humor still exists?
That's my
I guess that's the big thing.
Not anymore.
Well, there was occasionally there'd be a cool trending video that I'd see, and it would be like College Humor would come up on. Like they were still making pretty good content from what I saw. That's like what the.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I thought they were funny, but their videos were few and far between that I was interested in. Wasn't College Humor like didn't they have the Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis?
That was whatchamacallit. Oh God.
Yes. Their technical WWW.
That wasn't them. That was somebody else. That was fucking.
I still have yet to see the
Somebody
movie.
look it up.
Well, they
I was going to watch the movie, and then I read
really
the
College
review. and I
Humor had some
didn't
funny
really
shit, though. That's what I'm saying. So
It was fine. I mean, it had its.
No, I still like want to, but again, like you are as far as people I know, Lee, you are the most like the biggest kind of film buff, I guess I'd say. The biggest.
Right now? Oh, you thought I was talking about Between Two Ferns.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna say I was gonna see the movie, and then I read your review on it.
I'd be a close second.
College Humor was great. Like every now and then, when I was done checking my AOL email account before I logged into my GeoCities account, I thought College Humor was pretty awesome.
I used to have the coolest fucking GeoCities webpage back in the day, man.
Well, before before I searched Alta Vista.
Back in the day when I used to use Notepad to I used to be able to write HTML like a fucking wizard. I could make frames and pages and shit, and I could
use tables, dog. You could put them tables.
All kinds of crazy shit, man. It was
tables
insane.
inside of tables.
HTML used to be badass back in the day. Like all the fucking, it's like I'm making a web page in Notepad. Look at me go! Woo, good times.
Put a frame in the table.
And now it's like drag and drop, click this thing, click. It's become so just
pop-up windows.
Unbelievably, mind-blowingly simple to make a web page now.
Table within a table with a frame.
But if you know HTML, it makes it even better. Like that's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
I used to know HTML.
You do a little spice on that shit, and people are like, "How did you do that magic?" And be like, HTML.
Yeah. Well, it's like in my streams and stuff. Like I've got my OBS and stuff set up, like my Stream Deck and everything. Like even like right now, I can
do this. I can make my voice all fucking weird and stuff, and
just all weird random shit that I can do. I've got going on to make my streams kind of more interesting, and I can like change my scenes and stuff and everything. Just push a button and like. But
you didn't.
Yeah, I know stuff about some stuff.
You didn't code that.
That's you're lazy now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is a button you push.
Exactly. Back in the day,
somebody has something and then you add to it.
The only people who code anymore are the people who make new templates for everybody to make their website from.
I can kind of add to the voice thing because there is an option for me to make my own weird voice. I can change all these different values myself and make something my own. But yeah, as far as it goes, it's just like everything that you need now to be successful online in some form it's there for you. You just got to find it and use it the right way, I guess.
So that being said, can I borrow some money?
Yeah.
You get the GTA Online stuff, man. I've been shopping cars. I can give you a bunch of money. Take money.
It doesn't work for me, dog.
Actually, it was funny as hell last night. Like, again, I've been playing the GTA Online kind of role-playing stuff, and me and my buddy Chad were shopping cars. And I loaded the server before him, and he was waiting in the queue because sometimes you just wait. Other people are there before you. The queue's full, kind of thing. The server's full, and I got in, and I was chopping cars. Like run into the street, steal a car, drive in the chop shop, chop it, do it again. There's like a cooldown period, so you can't just do it again and again. You have to wait like 5 minutes between it, kind of thing. I mean, you chop the cars, you get all these random parts in your inventory. You can then go to the parts dealership guy and sell for money. And my buddy Chad loaded into the server, and he was like in the city. I'm out in the fucking the GTA map. If you don't, then it's a big map of like a state, and the city's down here.
It basically
up here is like the county. It's like kind of the rural area. And Chad spawned in the city, and he's making his way to me. And as he's on his way, he's saying to me like, maybe it's the middle of the day. A lot of people in the server. Maybe we shouldn't be chopping cars. And then randomly out of nowhere, an undercover cop like pulled out and like took off past him, and it never occurred to me in my head that like what Chad just said about the cops, and there are cops on the server, obviously. Maybe you shouldn't be chopping cars. And then Chad showed up to where I am, and we were both in the middle of the street, running up and down the street. Like in the server, cars could actually be locked, so you go to steal a car, and you can't get into it, so you have to go to the next
Matt.
one. Cheers, man. And going up and down the street, and cops out of nowhere showed up.
By the way, Redbeard, you need to mention that you're in a nerd server where the people role play, so there's like actual players pretending to be cops.
Oh yeah, for sure. Again, like the cops rolled up, and they're actually people being cops. So they pulled up, put us in cuffs, put us in the car, and then out of nowhere, somebody I didn't see who they were, started shooting at the cops. The The cops come back. It's your lucky day, and they let both of us go. And it was like I have yet to be put in jail. Like the way it's in when you get put in jail in the GTA RP thing, it's just like basically
You get raped in jail?
it's like a minute is a month is the way it works. So like they put you in jail for however many months, and you just can't respawn. You have to sit there and do nothing for how many minutes?
You're out of the game.
And I was me and Chad were in the middle of the street, running up and down this line of cars, trying to get in, and like 3 cop cars. Like, we were like dead to rights. Like there's no, we're going to jail. I'm like, we're fucked. And they came to me, took all my. The cops somehow could access my inventory. They took everything off me. So all my stolen car parts. I think I had a gun too. Everything's gone. And then they let me go. And Chad, I guess, was saying like he's telling like I can't hear him, but the conversation between him and his cop is like a proximity thing in the game. And he's telling me his cop was like arguing with the supervisor. I'm not letting him go. No, I'm not letting him go. The supervisor's like, no, you have to let him go and go to this new thing. And he eventually got let go. And Chad still had all of it. Nobody took anything off of him. He still had his gun, his ammo, his fucking stolen car parts. They never searched him at all. And it was just a really funny.
It's great. It's great. What this reminds me of is my favorite line from
I
Pineapple
apologize.
Express,
That was a really, really long random story.
where the dad goes, where the dad gets fit up with McFarlane there, or whatever the fuck his name is, and goes, "I will fuck you in the streets." No, please don't fuck us anywhere.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Fuck
What
you.
is that? What is that from, Lee? What is that from? What?
Oh my god!
Pineapple
I'm looking at the
Express.
video right now.
Okay.
Fox News. Well, they need celebrities.
What's
to
that?
say,
F is
"I
for
like
family,
Trump."
where he's like, "I will put you
Fabio.
through a fucking wall." That's a pretty good one.
Celebrities that endorse Trump. Fabio.
I gotta be honest,
Yeah,
it
again,
might be a lot of fun, but you're not doing a good job selling it.
the GTA RP stuff is it's just a whole different way to play the game, and it's remarkably fun. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much fun I'm having with it. It's cool.
Drunken wall equals glory.
Like the server I'm on, I had to actually have like an interview with the guy. I think
it's true, isn't it?
Any
crack in a wall, you can put your dick through.
We both logged into the same like thing on TeamSpeak, and we had like I had like gave me the scenarios and stuff. What would you do in this scenario and blah blah blah. And I'm like, and he wants me to be a cop.
Reaction from Ashley over here.
I kind of want to be a cop in this game. I think it'd be fun.
What else you gonna do with the holes you punched in the
Right,
gyprock with?
now I'm drinking Upside IPA.
Ah, nice.
You're drinking all of just kind of generic, really not super
Upside
impressive
IPA.
IPA.
Well, because there's a beer store right next to where I live, so it's
No taste for adventure.
save you guys.
Upside's not bad if it's fresh. If it's not fresh, it's not
It's
great.
actually
Who makes Upside? Who makes the Upside?
Your boot friends, buddy.
It's actually
Nick's Booty Boys. Nick's Booty Boys. I like it.
What? I just drank an Imperial. It's like the only Wellington beer I can get here, I think.
So you actually bought that as a single?
Yeah, I just bought them as
Really?
single. We could probably do a beer analysis of it at one point now
me?
that I've got it here.
I can't get it.
Yeah, it was at the beer store.
You can't get it, or
Oh, you said he can.
Which one?
wait,
I can't. It's,
We can
it's
all
not in my
get it.
area. It's not in my area.
We can. There's no. Maybe
Really?
Lee can't get it, but I feel like we can all get it, except possibly him.
well, except for Lee.
Maybe I don't even know.
Yeah,
Anybody
well,
in Ontario
really?
can easily get that beer.
I'm just taking a look. It's on the LCBO website.
I can get it easily. At least 2 of my LCBOs here in town. It's always there. Always.
You can get it in Guelph. Oh, yeah, well, it's from Guelph, so it's.
I think I actually have a can in my fridge right now.
Well, you showed me a picture of it.
And I drank that one. I went again
You
today.
can get more at Lakeshore and Marshall Park. I'm looking at the.
Yeah, that LCBO is weird because 90% of the beers have been sitting there for like a year, but occasionally, like that's where I got that new random Omni Polo double IPA, and that's the place I got my Kentucky Bastard.
Greg can probably
And
get
that's also the only place in town that has that Freak Show Crush, which is a pretty damn impressive IPA from Flying Monkeys.
I'll put it to you this way. I bought 2 cans of Wellington Imperial Stout. I can save the other one.
Why not?
Yeah,
And
I
it gets
can
an Imperial Stout.
do it as beer
It'll
now.
keep for a while.
I mean,
But
I've
the thing is,
already reviewed it. So
I bought a can of that juicy ass IPA from Flying Monkeys, and cracked it open and poured it the way I always do. Just kind of not super aggressive, but pour it, and
totally off topic.
it was flat.
Really?
Flat.
Ew.
And so I messaged them on Facebook, being like, just to let you guys know, really weird, like heads up, and never messaged me back. So I sent some like some impressive reply speed, and that's back being like, good to know. Every can should be perfect. Email us at blah blah blah.
Where the hell is?
So I just emailed them tonight, and I have no idea if they said they'll make it right, which I don't.
Guys,
I wasn't after free beer or anything, but I'm just like, I want you guys to know that this juicy ass was not. It's usually one of my go-tos, and it was from December 7th, something like that.
Where's Virgil, Ontario?
It's like 30 kilometers to the east of me. No, west.
It says they have 18 cans there.
Yeah, it's like an hour out of my way.
Speaking off topic,
What did you just say? It's 30K for you, Ashley?
Yeah, 30,
it's in the wrong direction from my house.
Yeah, but again, if it's 30K from your house there and back, would take you an hour.
30 kilometers, 1 hour.
Something like that.
Wow, that's some terrible traffic. I'm happy I don't have to deal with.
Well, check
it's okay. Legitimately, in the Niagara region, everything is like slow and very like
speed limits, I guess, and shit. And I got you.
Yeah, moving around is slow there.
Well, again, like for me, like the nearest kind of town I might have to go to for a beer would be Sturgeon Falls. It's I think 35 kilometers out of town, and if I was to go there and back, I would allocate at least an hour for that trip. So,
well think about it, Red Beard. Me and you, it's like we live in towns where there's like a population center, but there's not much between other population centers. So, like with Toronto, it's like there's stuff everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, like I said, like here, like North Bay has Calgary. North Bay and Calgary are basically intertwined in one. But then once you get past that, it's what is this?
Fuck you! No, don't do that. Don't fuck us anywhere.
What?
You have no fucking clue how slow Niagara is. Like
I haven't watched that movie in a while, and I'm downloading it right now.
It's so slow.
Okay, sure, it's fine. Interrupt me, whatever works.
Yeah,
Just
like
so long.
if you want to go between towns, you're stuck in traffic basically everywhere.
Well,
you
no,
go.
it's just you're restricted by the speed limits because it's all like 60 kilometers no matter where you are.
I remember cars are only for transportation. Not
Here in North Bay, they randomly out of nowhere. It used to be like get out of town, and the bypass where the highway comes through town. It's 80 kilometers an hour, and then it went to 90, and that's the 90 kilometers is the speed on the kind of not 4-lane highways that go everywhere.
Yeah,
and they just downgraded the 90 to 80 for
really?
5 extra kilometers.
Oh.
But I'm still driving 110. I haven't got to stop once. So,
is that at the beer store in Welland? We only have 2 beer stores, and one of them is the busiest beer store in all of Ontario.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Kind of cool.
The one on Lincoln Street is
Not Wellesley. I said Welland, you asshole. All right. Well,
calm yourself, Nick. It's okay.
You asshole.
It'll be okay.
I'm looking at a few pictures on Discord from my war game buddies, and then you just see like the screenshot of he was killed by. It says you've been killed by peace activist. That's the guy's name.
Smooth criminal.
No, but this guy's name was peace activist. So it says you've been killed by peace activists.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then it says you've been killed by global warming. Guy's name
You've been killed by global
warming.
No, it's this guy I play games against every night. He's the guy that found the statutory ape.
Statutory ape.
That's me and him. We're trying to find the funniest gamer tags in the game. So far, I found Thought She's 18, and then there's myself and Pregnatron.
I've always been a big fan of the one "Fat Kids Are Hard to Kidnap."
Yeah, that's too long for this game.
God. What about
we saw-
Sharon Cox?
Oh, we also saw Pubic Invasion.
Jesus.
So just
There's probably somewhere. I don't know how you search this.
and then there was one
beer
that
store site anymore.
where
They changed the site.
I saw my old squadron had a guy who changed his name to, I don't know why, but I love this name. His name is
I don't know.
his name now is Toll Booth Hero.
Toll Booth Willie.
Toll Booth Hero. What the fuck?
Wow.
Uh,
Shazam.
oh, what was the other guy I saw the other day? Fuck. It was hilarious. It made me and him laugh like a motherfucker.
How exactly
Oh, I
does
gotta
a
find it.
motherfucker laugh compared to another person?
What?
Is it different?
A motherfucker probably laughs much more heartily because he's fucking a lot of mothers.
That fair enough. Touche. Well
He's,
played.
instead of like,
we saw Ivana
he's more like, I fuck your mother.
we saw that guy's name was Ivana Hitabong.
Ivana Hitabong.
What was the other one? I gotta find a picture. He's the one that saw it. He took a screen.
I kind of want to hit a ball, so I'm gonna.
What was it? Fuck. I saw Muppet Nugget. Duck of Death is my favorite.
The Duck of Death from Unforgiven.
Death, yeah.
The Duck of Death. That's Duke. Duck Eye says.
But what was the one that fucking made me laugh like crazy? I can't remember.
BRB.
Back when I used to do
Must have been pretty
online gaming.
memorable.
I
Back in
know.
the day. Back
Oh.
when GameSpy was still a thing.
Oh, it was a screenshot.
Back when what, sorry, Lee?
My buddy got killed
GameSpy.
by it says, you have been killed by Jesus.
I remember GameSpy. That's fucking hilarious. It's been so long.
Yeah, GameSpy was like big for like a couple years. It was like the premier way to like, oh, we got all kinds of games and you can find fucking servers through our service and then do it.
When they had a big, their whole thing was like the anti-cheat. Like no one can cheat in our servers.
Exactly. Although that
And it
didn't
was-
last too long.
Yeah, that's
It didn't
again
last
like
too
that.
long,
The whole
but-
GTA thing I'm on right now. Like it's the one, like the server I'm on. For people to even get in there, you have to like join the Discord and accept some stuff and get in there. And then I filled out the application to be a civilian, and I had a voice. Like some guy, I interviewed me. Like I talked to him through TeamSpeak, and like, what would you do in this scenario, and this scenario, and stuff. And it's like this whole server. Like me and my buddy Chad have been playing this for about 2 weeks now.
Girl.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to find a server that isn't like super laggy and just like full of people that are just fucking people over for the fun of like just shitty griefers, I guess you call them.
Oh, there's one.
And we finally found this server, and I was talking to the guy in the interview, and like it runs almost flawlessly, and they have all these custom fucking things in there, like buildings you couldn't go into a normal GTA. They have actual interiors and stuff, and everything on this one server is done by the one guy. And this guy's like a fucking genius apparently, because everything runs so good. It's so much fun to. It's weird how much fun it is to play GTA and pretend you're a real person. It's very weird. It's hard to explain.
By the way, Greg and Carrie, what time would work for you Saturday if we do Thor 2?
Who's Carrie?
I'm pretty much good whenever, man.
I'm good.
As long as I know before a couple days ahead of time, I can make sure I'm free for sure.
Hey, can I be there too for the podcast?
Preference would be a tad earlier, like if we did it maybe 9 or 10. But I'm good for whatever. If you guys want to do it later, that's fine too.
Is it like a live podcast that I can be on too?
No, I'm sorry, man. We're kind of a closed thing.
Fuck. Because I'm good at movies. I mean, I know a lot of movies. Fuck you.
Yeah, he doesn't like French people. That's the thing. Lee is pretty like he's
Yeah, sure. He's racist against Quebecers. Not geek, he's French Canadian, but I'm Quebecois, so he's racist.
I feel like you may be racist against your low quality microphone.
You know what I hate? I hate some people from my own province. Like some people, especially from Chicoutimi, Quebec, they're the most fucking separatist people in ever. Like, oh, he's Anglais, blah, blah, blah. Yet they name their fucking kids Dave, Steve.
I hate people.
Mike.
I hate
Mike
people
Ginobili.
back whatever the fuck that place that is.
What?
Oh,
Guessing.
Although they do like to text you and ask if you want to see their pussy.
Yeah, that was a weird fucking thing. That was
Wait, what?
and she's 16 apparently. Like, what what is happening in northern Quebec? What is going on up there?
Well, to be fair, he's not sure. He says he knows about 25 people with that name, so it could have been any of their.
It's like
possibly.
It's like they have 50 ways to say snow and 50 ways to say this one person's name. I must grab another beer. Yeah.
That's a Beernomicron motto right there. I must grab another beer.
Still going on about Sexnomicron.
Yes, we are, Nick.
I got my own Beernomicron YouTube channel.
Ooh, nice.
Well, I'm gonna build it. You know, it's gonna be like Beernomicron because it's and Ashlexicron, Sextomicron is of
So at
course
your stage, you haven't created anything yet.
Ashlexicron, Sextomicron is of course the first one on the history books of Beernomicron. And even though it's been 3.4 trillion years, only recently has he finally been seduced by the Medusa of Welland, aka his current wife, whatever her name. I forgot her name. Shit, sorry, dude.
Cool story, bro.
If she's a Medusa, doesn't she basically kill him when he looks at her?
Yeah, well, no, because he was a virgin. So
I
he
just did a
can't be
search for
killed.
Beernomicron, didn't find anything. So.
Exactly. So I'm gonna start it pretty soon.
Okay.
It's gonna start.
You know what? I'm actually I won't lie. I'm looking forward to the content on the channel. I want to see this shit.
Yeah,
I want to see the origins and the fucking like. And eventually, I want to be able to order and obtain and possess my very own hardcover copy of the Beernomicron. Like the rules of beer, basically.
No, it's not rules. It's a history.
The history, but again, there should be some ingrained historical rules in there. Like this person decreed that blah. This person decreed that blah.
Like that, but
you know, like.
Did you know that
it should be like the Bible of the history of beer?
The Beernomicron. It's not called the Bible. It's called the Beernomicron. What's his?
But
face?
it's like the Bible. Well, it's like the isn't like the Nemicron.
The Beernomicron. The Gregorius actually started the Roman Empire.
So more along the lines of
the two wolves. He was
book
with his brother Nero.
The Book of the Dead of the Beer.
No, it's just the Beernomicron. It's not Book of the Dead. We're all still live, even though
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
fuck you, Greg. You fuck off.
Greg, you started fucking orgies. Okay, you're awesome.
Greg is our Roman. Greg is the Roman emperor.
He was the first Roman emperor. He was Gregorius Velasquez, and he started the Roman Empire with his brothers Nero and I forgot the other guy's name. Anyways, because he wanted an excuse to have orgies. That's why.
You know what? If you actually make a channel and actually like do some alternate history type shit with it and make it actually entertaining, I will be down to watch that shit, man. I can't deny it for all.
Or it's Ashlexicron, Sextomicron for 3.4 trillion years was a virgin until he met the Medusa of Welland, and then now he has kids.
Wow! Props to Ashley's wife. Like she's virgin for that long, and then she got him to be like, you know what? I want it. Give it to me, and he was like, I will.
I mean, this
good for you, man.
This is the guy that beat Chuck Norris in Pinky Finger to Pinky Finger Combat 3.4 trillion years ago.
Oh my God.
I don't know if he's. Yeah, there you go. He is listening.
So now you're playing into the whole ridiculous Chuck Norris thing, which is just ridiculous. And
no, it's just that one.
Being all pop culture.
Chuck Norris only popped up in that one time. He never popped up since. And so
because beating him in Pinky to Pinky Combat would just like. He's obliterated out of existence at that point. You beat him.
It created the Big Bang. We know today. And in 1962, somehow two nations, Soviet Union and the USA, had nuclear bombs. How the hell did they get our Beernomicron secrets? And so, what's his face? Chairman Mao said, "Hey, we want some of that too." So he kindly asked me and Guy, "Could we have some of those secrets to create a bomb, and we sent them. We sent them a Nikolai Lowenskroft's mid hangout power dump, which created their third.
I've never taken a mid-hangout power dump.
Yeah, when you look at the video of 1962 when they exploded that bomb, that was actually one of your power dumps.
1986.
No, 62.
If you look at the BU on 1986 of April 1st.
If you watch the most recent remake of Godzilla, and they show the bombings to try to kill Godzilla.
That was actually good.
Those weren't those were not nuclear bombs. That was Nick in an airplane taking power dumps.
When you go back in time far enough to see the bombing of Nagasaki.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was Nick's first time in a plane.
That was not nuclear at all.
August 12th, 1945. No, that wasn't a power dump. But yeah, the Americans somehow knew some of our.
That was just Nick taking a regular poo.
No, that was the USA somehow taking our secrets. We've
gone too far. We've gone too far.
I don't know who it is. It might be Ewert or Ewerticus. Or it could have been
Ewerticus.
Is it Ewerticus or Ewert? Because in the chat you said Ewert a while ago.
Yeah, but this is on the chat for YouTube people. But no, Beer Nomicron, it's Ewerticus.
Oh my God.
It's for you mortals to
hear.
And
Lee is,
just for the mortals.
Yeah. Lee is Lucilius Roselius.
Is he?
Sure.
And of course,
sure.
And I just want to say I'm pretty sure Nick has taken like midstream power dumps like on camera. I've seen some of his facial expressions sometimes where I'm pretty sure he just shit his pants.
No, I don't think he did.
He's actually sitting. There are like wheelchairs that have. It's like a wheelchair toilet thing. Nick might have access to some.
I don't think
medical supply depot thing. Who knows?
I don't think he did a real power dump because the radiation level would be a little bit more than 3.4 Rontgen in where you live.
Nick can't do a power dump.
I saw this. The American man fears being drafted.
Nice. Nick can't take a power dump currently where he is because he has to if Nick power dumped right now where he is, he would kill his parents, and that would be horrible.
Yeah,
Nick would wipe out his whole poor little town.
Yeah,
Nick has to hold it back.
I have good authority that his family and most of New Brunswick are fucking mutants. I mean, it's a thing that happens. The thing that happens in New Brunswick, they're all mutants, pretty much.
Such a red thing. I love it. Nick doesn't even know what to say. It's just like what?
They're resistant to radiation.
Laughter from Ridge.
It wasn't even that funny. Oh my God, just fucking that was gold. Fuck's sake, that was good. I've been thinking like Futurama, where like Nick's whole province is like living underneath the old province in the mutant world.
Like New York.
I just took a gander at Broken Wall equals glory.
Good times.
Broken wall equals glory hole.
I think that'd be something Guy would say, but you said it first. Props to you.
Well, I've been around Guy enough.
Guy would say broken wall tastes like glory hole.
Oh, you.
I have yet to actually be physically around Guy, and
never met Guy.
Oh, you never met Guy?
Yeah,
like physically around you.
I think Redbeard and Ash have not met Guy.
I met him. I remember the first time I met him. Actually.
No, Ash met.
Yeah, I met Guy.
Met Guy and Pascal last year on the 10th.
That was hilarious. I met Guy.
Yeah, that's right. Don't try to rewrite history, fucker.
Ashley like turned into someone else. I met Guy.
I met Guy.
The first time I heard
I'm so proud of
fuck
it.
you saying, Nick?
When the Guy went to the beer fest the year before I went, the first time I heard of Lee is
Nick's
so this Lee guy went with Nick to the beer fest, and this Lee guy was really pissed off because all he heard was Rush the whole time he drove all the way.
Wow, that's how he interpreted it?
That's the first mention I've ever heard of you. Was you were sick and tired of hearing Rush the whole time.
Yeah, I was getting a little tired of it, but I wasn't.
Oh yeah, like I had all kinds of
Yeah, but
Well,
I would probably be.
I put a whole bunch of bands. I loaded the Discovery a whole bunch of bands that I thought we'd listen to on the trip, and Spears was supposed to be the one driving, and I had some MP3 CDs. So I was just like, okay, I'll load it full of this shit. And Rush was one of the ones I put like almost their entire discography on, which Rush is around.
You know what? As long as it's like randomized, as long as it's the same song over and over.
So
I don't know. I got no problem with
Rush. It was like 6 or 7 different albums from Rush or something.
Well, what's that? The movie?
Because like Lee and Lee like a lot of the same stuff, but I mean at the same time, there's only so much stuff I have that Lee would listen to. So
Nikolai, I'd have
it was like Rush and Beck the entire way.
If you see the movie Fanboys, it's basically a remake of Detroit Rock City, where they're going to see the first Star Wars movie. The only like the guy's like it's Rush all day, every day, and the cassette tape thing. It's nothing but Rush, and yeah, it was kind of a funny gag. Again, like if it wasn't the same song again, I could tolerate a bunch of Rush. I like Rush. Geddy Lee is the man.
I'd be bored of hearing. No,
because you'd be bored of hearing that because that's the sound you're making. And that doesn't sound like him at all.
You
So
wouldn't hear
that's
Tom Sawyer all fucking day. You'd hear like Conform and Be Cast.
yeah, a bunch of shit, man. There's like they have some really good just instrumentals. Even they do. They're just a when I was growing up, my uncle Bill was a caretaker at their I grew up in the small town of McKellar, which was kind of like a cottage town type thing. In the summer, it doubled in size type thing. Nice, ruckus.
Isn't that North Bay?
And
Long Bay.
yeah, no, shut up. No, this was, and again, like Geddy Lee had a cottage there, and my uncle, being the caretaker, did like the lawns and stuff, and had to go inside and check them once a week or something like that during the winter and shit. And brought my cousin and I along one time, and we got like kind of a little random tour of his cottage, and it's like there was like a full-on recording studio with like the full glass wall. What? And like everything in the basement of this place. Like it was a hell of a
Are you
cottage.
saying you went to Geddy Lee's place?
I did actually. Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Where does he live? Or I mean, one of the places.
Again, this is his summer cottage. I don't know if he still even has it, but it was outside Perry Sound.
Break into it or what? Like
no, my uncle was the caretaker.
Masturbate all over his material.
My uncle was the caretaker and had access, and he had to check on the stuff to make sure it was okay during the winter time. And he brought my cousin and I along the one time, and we got to like kind of like basically walk around and check shit out. It was awesome.
Carrie's uncle, you've always been the caretaker.
Oh my god!
My mom, that uncle actually, he had a heart attack and lived.
Sorry.
No, he had a heart attack and it was like fine. And then it was like I want to say probably a good 10 years ago now. It just random out of nowhere, other heart attack, and he was like my kind of. When I was a kid growing up, he was the one that would take like my cousin Mark. It was his son. I believe he was 2 years older than me. We lived in McKellar, this tiny place on the highway. We were like the only people within miles of each other, so we hung out all the time, going out in the bush and stuff, and doing all kinds of shit. And I went with my uncle Bill and my cousin Mark on many a really, really memorable camping trip kind of thing. Like back when I was. Not so much now. I still have all the shit to do it, but I used to be like all about going camping and outdoorsy type stuff, and now I'm more of a city guy, I guess you'd say. I've changed.
City guy, he says, and he's in North Bay.
I was like that too.
It's a small city, but it's still city. Fuck you.
I was like that too. I mean, I was in rural country until 2005. You know, it lived there. It was. I mean, sure, it's still near Ottawa, but it's like so in the woods that. I mean, I know guys in high school. They didn't see any black person in high school.
Oh, it's like Redbeard.
That's how rural it was. You had those alcohol.
You know what? Right there. Thank you, Radar, for that right there, for making me not seem so like again like in North Bay when I was a kid.
Well, because North Bay.
I stand by what I'm not going to say it again, but you know what I mean.
I was outside of Ottawa in the parts of the forests where there were.
I have no problem with it at all.
I'm sorry. I didn't try to piss you off or anything. But I will say this. I just made beer analysis or whatever we call Beernomicron history by making Redbeard say, "Shut up, Radar."
Shut up, Radar.
Nobody has. Redbeard
Did I
has
say that?
never, Yes, you did. Redbeard has never said, "Shut up, anybody."
No, I
Until
have.
now.
I've said. I've
Yeah,
definitely said.
but
Shut
in
up.
a way where you really meant it.
Oh, well,
Holy fuck, man! I'm getting hammered already. Jesus Christ! I haven't drank in a while. Ugh. I'm only drank 6 beers.
So Greg and Carrie, 90 ST. Sound good to you guys?
yeah, man. Just shoot me a link or whatever kind of thing. Whenever it happens, like maybe shoot me a message an hour or so before, just to kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
that
down.
was the sex club. My wife's up for the sex club. I don't have to get there too late and not be able to get it up.
All right. So 90 ST. All right.
Awesome.
What?
I will rewatch. I'm going to rewatch the movie
Gonna go
probably
to your
Friday
son
night. Then
and
just
get
kind of
it up.
Yeah.
refresh.
All right, we got Thor 2 Friday night. What a great Friday night. Thor
Are we Are we
Thor
able?
2.
Like it's kind of a spoiler thing anyway because it's just like we're talking about the
It's gonna be
movie.
Saturday, by the way.
Thor
Are
2
we allowed, or is there a thing like talking about the link between this and Endgame? Is that a thing we can?
Sure.
Okay, because like
Yeah.
I feel like Endgame kind of made it a little more emotional, I guess, and like worth watching again. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think Lee's podcast has ever been adverse to spoilers.
No.
No, again, I just wanted to double check, man. I don't want to.
Oh, speaking of
overstep
movies
things.
and all that, Lee, do you know the channel Carnage Count?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
I watch that every day. As soon as there's like almost 2 videos every day. It's like the best ever. Like every horror movie that's ever been made, they make the Carnage Count. And it's pretty funny because
Yeah.
there's some of those movies that are like, come on, seriously. Oh,
Oh.
My dog is like again. There's
one
my
movie.
My boss is here in the adjacent kind of apartment in the guest suite thing,
Right.
shampooing the carpet since the last person left, and people are downstairs. One guy's fixing his snowplow, another guy is fixing his 4-wheel drive. So there's random noises everywhere, and Oreo's just losing his mind. I apologize.
Well, is it snowing?
It's so quieter than
There's no snow happening right now. It snowed a lot yesterday.
Yeah, we had a bit yesterday too.
Snowed here today.
No, an inch and a half. We're supposed to get another inch or so tomorrow, I think. But it went really cold really fast. I mean, it went from +1 this morning to -21 with the wind chill now.
It did get cold. Like yesterday, it was again like +1-ish kind of thing, and today it was like -15. So it went way down.
Yeah, -21 with the wind chill here. And
What is it currently right here? Actually, right now it's currently -19. Jesus.
Woo, without the wind
So,
chill?
without the wind chill.
Oy, that's good. -28 right there. If it's windy, is it windy?
Um,
Here it's windy.
Not really.
Oh, here it's windy as fuck.
Even when it is windy, where I live is generally not super affected by it. So
Mountains
Nice.
or building?
what?
You know, this beer is actually not that bad.
Okay.
The Fat Tire New Belgium Fat Tire Amber Ale. It tastes like a regular beer, but a little bit better.
Tire.
Yeah, it's made by
What
Steam
tire?
Whistle. Or Steam Whistle brought it in. It says Colorado 1991 on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Greg has had that beer a couple
Doesn't
times.
say anything on it.
Which one have I had?
Fat Tire?
New
Oh
Belgium
yeah,
Fat Tire?
they brew that for Canada. I've had it. It's nothing
Is it
special.
the same recipe as the Colorado one? Because it kind of tastes like a
I
better version of Steam Whistle.
mean, from what I understand, it is the same recipe, but I mean, it's done with Etobicoke water. So I don't know. Maybe that changes.
So it's probably a 3.4 wrong again.
Got a little bit of the Etobicoke drift. in
Ron,
it.
Ron Ken, it's not bad, but it's not terrible.
It's not great.
Not great, but it's not
terrible.
Something
That
like
was one of the best TV shows I've seen in a long
that.
time.
Chernobyl was fantastic.
Oh,
I want to sit down and actually watch it all back to back to back to back. To
I
back.
gotta watch it again. I only saw it once, but you know what? Now that I think about it, I gotta watch it again.
But it was so good.
It was so well done, and even historians are like, "Yeah, that's exactly how it happened." Like, there's
The
no
Russians beg to differ, but I mean, of course,
the only thing that was historically inaccurate was the helicopter following.
yeah, the helicopter.
That was
Thing
like,
was fake.
it was like it happened like 3 days after, but still,
I don't think it was in 3 days. It was more than that. It was like a month or something after.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of they flew over the radiation. It was a mechanical failure or something. But
no, it hit a tower.
it hit. Okay, yeah.
The propellers hit a tower. The original video, I remember seeing it. It hit the. It went too close to one of those.
Yeah, but they made it look like it happened because they flew over the ionizing radiation and but that's not what happened.
And then it lost altitude and hit.
But I mean, this goes to show like how dark a fucking time that really was. Like especially the them going in and cleaning up the animals afterwards, like the pets. Them shooting fucking shooting fucking pets.
I mean, for 190-mile radius or eastward from the site, 190 miles. What is that in kilometers? It had to kill every single animal. That's a lot.
If it makes you feel any better, apparently historically they missed like a good portion of the animals, and
For sure.
Yeah.
Are still
There's
alive
still
today.
people finding animals with fucking radiation even nowadays.
Yeah, there's still a feral population of animals there.
Oh yeah.
Well, apparently the animals that survived are actually thriving. So go figure.
Yeah.
Well, no, the animals are thriving. The forests are blooming. It's pretty remarkable.
It's just that they have a little bit of radiation that if humans touch, it fucks us up, but not.
Yeah.
There's a TV show that I watched a couple of years ago, which I've watched more recent episodes. It's called River Monsters.
River Monsters is an awesome. I think it's done now.
Yeah, it's I think the last season was like last year.
No, it's been a while since I've seen a new episode. Like he stopped. He got to the point where he was like going into the ocean and stuff.
I know.
So
But
yeah,
it was at the lake around Chernobyl, which was like 20 kilometers south, and the catfish over there apparently grew half their size in less amount of time. Like, fuck.
Well, wasn't there a thing?
Yeah, he never found it.
Some people say it might be radiation, but he says it's because there's no more fishing.
That was the show that I first discovered that
because there's no more fishing, the fish will just grow older.
Yeah.
That's what he found out is because the fish were actually older. They want almost twice as bigger as they were before.
Yeah, because they'll just keep growing as opposed to being fished out.
Fished out, exactly.
That's the show where I first discovered that was it the African like the tiger fish or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
It's like a piranha on all the steroids. Like
Yeah.
that's a terrifying the Goliath. Sorry, the Goliath tiger fish is the one.
Yeah, you're right. They found
That's a terrifying fish, man.
It's a mix between a piranha and a barracuda.
I believe that the biggest carnivorous fucking like a freshwater fish, I believe, kind of thing. And the teeth on it. That
That's
thing's
not
just
a shark. Yeah,
oh my god, it's scary.
yeah. I remember the one episode where he found in Australia where they found a bull shark 550 kilometers inland.
Oh man, but bull sharks' ability to breathe
they can go
fresh water is scary. It's
They
freaky.
found one upriver in St. Louis.
Yeah, man. Again, they have some kind of special,
Yeah, it's like a gland.
some kind of gland that no other shark has. Allows them
Ash
to
went to
filter
bed.
it.
Ashley just locked. Ash Lexicron just knocked off.
He just smoked a little bit of weed. And he's like, "Oh, I gotta go." To
He's
bed.
probably fell asleep and decided to go munch on
He's
something.
making sweet love to his.
He's probably gonna go break up on it.
Woodland, what's your name again?
Greg wants to see him break up with his wife so he can fuck her.
No, I just mentioned the
What?
story of
Shut up.
Medusa of Welland.
Shut up, Radar Beard.
Sorry,
Did you say I want to break up with my wife so I can fuck her?
I didn't.
I don't know what anybody said right there. Nick was just losing his mind for a second. Then just radar beard, like fuck you. What the fuck?
The devil goes Jesus not saying anything. He's like, "What in the fuck are they talking?"
Well, I was trying to say something to Greg, and
Lascelles for Celius.
What kind of like pure rubbing alcohol are you drinking over there, Nick?
I'm still drinking the Long Bay Ruckus.
With a shot of raw alcohol?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I do have that on my desk, like the isopropyl.
Of course.
Oh,
You never know when you want to take a shot.
Do it, Nick.
Rubber alcohol.
Yeah,
Do you
fucking
mix,
rubber
do you mix that
alcohol.
with your scope to get a little bit of flavor?
Like a little scope.
I have some, but I that plus salt is how things get clean. Yeah,
What was that?
surprise. What was that? Was that Greg?
No, it might have been the monster of Harpavria.
I doubt it.
Or poverty.
No, Harpavria. It's
Aparvia.
It's the forest.
Aparvia.
It's the
I thought you
forest.
said
No,
poverty. I'm like,
Harpavria. It's the forest east of Guy's old home.
Oh,
the
that.
Yeah, the
that
forest,
one.
the forest north of Farquhar Forest,
Gotcha.
where
Sure. Exactly.
where the magical chariot Phoenix brought us to hell and back 7 times. I gotta take a wicked piss up here, but
you do that.
yep. Oh,
Who's groaning? Is that when your roommate's taking a shit?
Well, I usually call it. I'm going to the excrement depository. I'll be right back.
The excrementary.
He's really running with a theme tonight.
He really is. Like, what he deposited? Does he withdraw it at some point too?
I don't know. It's best not to speculate.
Good stuff.
I find the less questions you ask in situations like this, the better your life
You know what?
is afterwards.
I can't even begin to argue that. That's a very
I mean, I'm of a scientific mind. I'm all about asking questions and finding truth. Sometimes the old Jack Nicholson adage, you can't handle the truth. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes there's some doors you don't unlock. Sometimes things are so horrific they will bend your mind in places you don't need your mind to be bent.
It's like
and you're better off being ignorant and stupid.
I just want to point out we need to pay attention to Greg for a bit.
Why?
Look at any cute.
He's so adorable.
I was gonna say it's like when my wife catches me at 3 a.m. trying on jackets, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm testing jacket warmth." And she's like, "I honestly wish I caught you fucking another woman because it would be
because I wouldn't be weirded out."
That turned out better than I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't. Did I tell you about my new jacket there, Greg?
Oh, tell me about it, Nick.
Okay, I got a new jacket. Somebody handed me a new jacket because my dad, but still, you got a free jacket from the place you used to work.
Handed it to you. Do you mean they gave it to you in the store to try on and you just took off?
No, it's like my dad used to work for a company that sold apparel, right? He was like a business supply company he used to work for. And he worked in the security division, so where they supplied security equipment. But they also had like apparel where they supplied like uniforms and like Joe should be wearing uniforms and jackets and clothes that you can have embroidered for companies, right? So one of the divisions they had these they would have like winter jackets for sale or fall jackets or whatever season. So it used to be when I was a kid, like a lot of my winter jackets would come from his company because they had them. He'd just be able to get them on clearance at the end of the season. So he found this in his closet and he gave it to me, but it's like a nice Storm Tech jacket.
Ooh,
yeah. So it's nice, comfortable winter jacket.
Well,
when Greg says, "Ooh," you know it's a good jacket.
Well, Nick, I think you have to review it for us and then tell us what.
I don't think it would Sexton.
I want to see. I want to see. I want to see Nick review this and walk outside. Like I want to see. I want to see a proper review of this jacket, man. Do it up with a beer.
Right now.
With a beer.
I think all jackets deserve a review and a beer pairing.
Yeah, I don't really do jackets. I got a gray hoodie for Christmas.
I'll review that shit, yo.
At least you do a hoodie review then.
There we go. Let's see it. We should just every new piece of cloth. I got some new underwear recently. Underwear review. Like,
I don't need to see that right there. I don't need to see like whatever tidy whities you got for fucking Christmas. Cube sticking out the sides. I don't need that.
Never. Boxer briefs all day, every day. That's how I roll.
If you were a hot red-headed chick and you had red pubes sticking out the side, then yeah, let's do the underwear review. But
imagine
eventually, my beard will be long enough. I can make it like come around me and make it look like a ponytail, maybe.
Dude,
And then in post, I can edit out the front part.
you need to stop.
What if he does a handstand? Then he'd look like a hot red-headed chick.
Yeah, there we go. So someday I will use
Stop
CGI.
encouraging this.
Someday I will make CGI. I will use CGI to make to fake it and make Lee like think I'm sexy.
You're trying to
Someday.
get him
Someday.
to catfish me. And that's not. That's Sexton's realm. We should just stay away from that altogether.
That was awesome.
Apparently,
Oh god.
is uncatfishable.
The amount of effort it would take is too great, so don't worry about it, Leah. That's okay.
Here's a funny thing, just randomly about Red Dead Redemption 2, my favorite game of all time. There's literally if you're trying to get 100% in that game, there's literally
Of all time, really?
literally a fish that's on
Wow.
that you're trying to catch, and you'll try to catch it for a while, and then you realize you can't catch it because they literally catfish you because it's a catfish.
That's funny.
So that's just something random about that made me think of that.
The GTA server I'm on has like weird places. Like there's a place to sell shark meat and a place to sell like whale meat, and it's
Where do you get shark meat and whale meat in that game? I know there's sharks in the game. I've never seen a whale in the game.
I don't know. I haven't and
there is a
apparently
whale there
on the,
somewhere.
like the actual map, like the server I'm in, the map only shows so many locations. I guess there's a bunch of them that are like, so you have to be like friends with criminals and stuff and find like if you want to be into cocaine, there's a cocaine processing plant and stuff somewhere on the map.
Oh.
You can't. It's on the map. You have to know somebody and find it. It's really weird and interesting the way they've done it.
Into cocaine, you just have to be friends with the right people.
Well, my buddy Chad, he was playing last night after I left. He went back on, and I guess he was chopping cars, and somebody randomly out of nowhere killed him, which is bullshit because you're not supposed to do that kind of shit in the server. It costs 10 grand to revive, and you have to wait 10 minutes to do it. But yeah, like he was talking to somebody, and they were trying to sell him meth for 400 grand or something. So there's very lucrative criminal opportunities in the game.
There we go. All right, so warm jacket review.
Let's go.
Yeah. I gotta clean the snow off my car anyway.
Oh my god.
What's your temperature?
Nick, you're taking up 2 slots now. What if someone else wanted to join?
Well, we have to see him wash his car.
The only other person would be like Ewart, and he doesn't count.
Yeah.
Can you make yourself at least full screen right now? Because that'd be cool.
Huh? I don't even know how to do. I can't do that. I have to go all the way back to my computer and do that.
The other is the host.
Well, somebody should have thought ahead. Damn it.
I'm thinking. By the way, in case anyone's wondering, I'm having a Heineken because I happen to have one in my fridge. So
Yay.
Nice.
By the way, RoboHop New England style.
Heineken.
I can't even open the car to get my brush.
Heineken is only 3.4 Ronkin. Not bad, but not great.
What did you just say about RoboHop New England, Greg?
No, RoboHop New England IPA is coming back to GLB tomorrow, and it's coming to the LCBO, so there's going to be lots of them.
I never even heard of that before.
There's a
That sounds
New
really
England
cool.
It came out once before, and it sold out so quickly I wasn't even able to get one, although I was able to try it on tap, and it was fantastic.
Wow. Yeah, I RoboHop is one of those. It's kind of super old school double IPA where it's just like,
oh yeah,
piney. No, there's no citrus, anything. It's just like, it's good, but it's weird. It's like the Bone Shaker kind of IPA,
you know,
or like a Fracture.
You know,
what's
funny,
again?
You know, Chris
I've
today
never had RoboHop.
Chris today wasn't the biggest fan.
RoboHop's actually one I'd like to try.
You should do it.
Chris
Well,
was
yeah,
the
I'd like to
biggest
try
fan.
RoboHop. There you go.
I'm actually not that surprised because Apocalypse Later I felt is a very old school, like it's got a very old school IPA-ishness, and Chris is one of those people who weaned on New England style IPAs, which is fine, but it's different. And it's funny because I find a lot of people that like New England style IPAs don't necessarily like the sort of the old.
Like I used to hate everything hoppy and everything stouty, and now like this, yeah, Apocalypse Later, like the one we just had tonight, was fucking
Oh, dude, that's me.
bonkers tasty, man. That was so good.
You know,
I wish I honestly wish I got you to send me more of them.
I hated IPAs.
Nick, do your review thing.
Yeah, you know, if I passed by Nick on the street and like he was behind like a stand that sold like meat rotating on a stick, I'd buy that meat.
Oh yeah.
You look like a guy who should.
Why? Because it's only 3.4 Rungan.
No, you look like a guy who should be selling donair meat. Like, and you wouldn't even be selling straight up donairs. You'd just be selling the meat. You just have a big fucking thing of meat rotating. It's like donair meat. Can I get some donair sauce with that? No, just donair meat.
All right.
Bring your own pita. Bring your own pita and toppings.
Exactly. You bring your own pita, bring your own sauce.
If I see Maxwell Star with a shirt with a jacket he has on the corner street, I'd be asking him, "Are you selling ass?"
Oh, we're in the cellar. We're in the cellar. Look, we're in the cellar, guys.
And then Nick, did you see my comment where like that full beer, the cream ale, is in the beer store? It's not the LCBO, but it's in the beer store.
Yeah.
So people could do that for a multi-people review if you want, potentially at some point.
Well, yeah, that's one option. What else do I got here? Hey, look. Dawn's Choice. Still a bottle of that left.
Yeah, that's exciting. Yay.
Hey, look. It's Cafe del Bastardo. And I have a 6-glass quadruple from Boulevard. I can get that back in the box. I'm really drunk right now. Double Tempest. Oh, here's another one. I got a Thor's Hammer from 2014.
Oh, Red Bear's favorite beer.
Yeah.
What's this one right here?
Oh, fuck that beer.
Where's the one? This is one Greg wishes he had. It's a Tempest, an original Tempest from 2013.
I mean, it would be fun to have, but I don't imagine that beer is held up that well.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I've got 2 Tempests from this year that I'm probably gonna save for a year.
Yeah. Cool theory, bro. But Greg ain't buying that shit.
Sure.
2014 Fuller's Vintage. 2016 Fuller's Vintage. 2013 Fuller's Vintage.
Pick a beer and drink that beer.
I'm not drinking it right now. I'm fucking.
Come on.
What else
Just
have we
do
got?
it.
Oh, there's a. I don't know how old this is, but it's a Brewdog Cocoa Psycho, which is like at least 4 years old.
Well, find out. Drink it.
It says it actually has the best before date saying 5/8/20. So it's good.
Yeah, well, you better drink it now.
I'm gonna wait on it because it's good till this year. I need to wait till it's at least expired.
No, you need to drink it now. Stop being a dumbass. Stop being so obtuse and weird.
You know what? I agree with Lee.
Don't ignore what I just said, Nick. Grab that fucking Cocoa Psycho.
What was that, Lee?
I want you to take that Cocoa Psycho and I want you to siphon it up your asshole right
Whose
now.
phone is ringing right now?
Oh, I'm Facebook calling Gee.
You're Facebook calling Gee while also in here.
You guys hear that?
Full on.
There you go.
Yeah, it's great.
There you go.
Okay, sorry, I'll end that.
Drink it.
2013 bottle of Unibrew 17.
Oh, you need to jump on that.
Either drink it or stop showing off your collection over there. God damn it. It's like I look at all my vintage beers that I can't drink.
I just keep looking at things he needs to jump on really quick, like this week.
2012 bottle of Unibrew 17.
Oh my god,
dude! You need to like pick a week where you're going to be totally drunk and you're not working, and you just need to get through these. Like seriously.
Well, I want Nick to drink his whole cellar one night.
I have no idea. I don't think those Unibrew 17s are going to be any good anymore because they're barrel aged, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to like jump on those quick if they're going to be any good.
Drink one now. Test it out.
Yeah, like honestly, take the 12 and fucking just do it. Stop being a bitch.
Grab one random old beer and fucking crack that shit open.
Yeah.
And stop giving us this weird close-up, all fucking janky view of your face.
There you go. 2011 bottle of St. Ambroise Imperial Stout.
Drank it.
No.
Why?
Not.
He's a hoarder. That's why.
Because what? Yeah, basically, yeah. That's a.
You're giving hoarder excuses. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's in its place. It's where it needs to be.
You're gonna be on the fucking show and be like, all right, man, we understand you
I don't
like
have
beer,
beer
but
stacked
this
in the
one,
ceiling
this one, they gotta go. That it, this
bottle of Rochefort.
drink it. Drink something. Pick a beer.
I'm telling you, man. The Unibrew 12. Grab that. The
Like-
Unibrew 17 2012. grab that.
Either pick a beer
Thomas
or go
Hardy.
back to your computer
Yeah, the
and full
Thomas
screen
Hardy.
yourself, and then continue the tour. Because right now it's annoying as fuck. Your tiny little icon on my fucking little
Legit, the Thomas Hardy, the one beer in your cellar that
I'm
can
on my
probably
phone.
last another 10 years.
Face?
That's what I said. Like, go back to your computer
Hey, Nick.
and full screen your phone,
Nick,
or
Guy wants
pick
to
a
come in
beer.
now. Guy wants
God
to
damn
come in
it.
here. Have two fucking channels on.
What are you saying there, Radar?
Guy's here.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Gee's
get
here.
back to your computer, Nick. Gee's here.
Yeah,
Yes.
take your fucking alter ego to here and let Guy in here.
Yeah,
Well,
grab that Unibrew and get back to your computer.
Not grabbing
But at
my
the same
Unibrew, I'm gonna
time,
grab something else. Here,
Don't take your alter ego because then you're
This
going
is
to be.
or Lee. This is a 2013 or a 14 Orval.
Now you're just mocking me.
Yep, that's the point.
Yep, he
Oh.
says. Yep.
All
That's
right,
awesome.
Mocking you.
I'll drink that. I got 6 more bottles of it.
You fucking.
Pick a beer and get back to your damn computer. My God, man.
Have I ever mentioned how much I hate you, Nick?
Love you.
Thank
Lee.
you. And I love you as well, but like I want to slap you right now. My God.
Yeah, like,
Oh man, I can't pick.
like
That was-
legit. The amount of times I wanted to slap you when you were going through your cellar,
was-
you wouldn't have recovered from it.
You'd have been down for the count.
Exactly.
Oh, Maxwell starts to come back now.
Oh, look
Well,
who,
there you go.
look who
Oh.
it is.
Good. So best time he ever comes in cracking his knuckles. Yeah, I'm ready for this shit.
Holy fuck!
I look
he has
white.
no hair.
Yeah,
no hair?
that's some
No hair?
like real like excessively
no hair,
bright
no hair.
lighting of it on yourself right now.
I'm
You
too
are lit
lazy to
up
change the
very,
settings before I log on. I was like, oh, screw it.
Your
Looking
shirt
very,
is blinding me.
What?
Looking
No,
very
I
angelic.
texted you like 40 times. Yeah.
I am Gandalf.
You're so
Yeah,
bright.
exactly.
Right now.
You're kind of like Gandalf the White right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gedolf, the wife.
like blinding me.
the
Like,
white
oh God, I can't shoot anything at you. I can't see you. Bow down. It's
Maybe if
Gandalf the White.
I'll point to my new fancy RGB mouse, man. It's gonna get
Ooh. Ooh.
You up?
Ooh.
Oh, Guy, you left your flashlight on the bed in the back.
all 10 of them.
You shall not pass.
You shall
That's a
not.
bit better, actually.
That's
Kind of.
You, oh
It's
no, use the flashlight.
The whole RGB trend is
daring me to
different.
do it, so I'm gonna do it. Orval.
no way.
Actually, no one dared you to grab the Orval. They dared you to grab something that was like older
Yeah,
that
so-
was probably
so-
expired.
So
That was
Guy,
very Blair Witchy.
Yeah, I want to.
So, Guy,
Yeah,
before you
Lee,
joined
Lee
in-
just called you out in the best, like most ideal, perfect way.
Anyways, Guy, you, before you just joined.
I
in,
never said drink that
Nick-
beer.
Beer, can I talk?
Nope.
No,
Orval.
never, never.
Anyways,
Not even-
never.
not even
Guy,
years
before
ago.
you came in, Nick just went to his garage, which he hasn't seen in 4 years, and he just brought beer from 4 years ago.
Yeah, Nick, I hate you.
Nick behind the beers behind.
Like
the
I was
wall.
yelling a bunch of beers, drink this now, drink this now. I never said anything about this beer.
Yeah, no,
So-
Orval could have Orval's like with the Thomas Hardy. It could have sat there.
Broken wall equals glory hole.
And it feels like
Walls
Nick,
are
you
going
don't.
whole.
It feels like you don't have a sense of urgency when it comes to your beer cellar that most normal people would. It feels like it feels like
Look-
you're a crazy person.
Look at the amount of water he has to drink now that he's just sitting after sipping that beer. You know what the middle
Because I would
finger
look
in
at I would look
Omicron
at your
is
cellar right now, and I'd be like, those Unibrew 17s, I might want to jump on those. I might want to do those. That original fucking Tempest, I might want to do that really soon.
I was thinking of doing the regular Tempest when we finally do the double Tempest. For
You were thinking about doing that, and then you were thinking, "Fuck you, Lee! I'm going to do an Orval." That's what you were thinking.
as far as the Unibrew 17 goes, The time to drink that was maybe like 3 years ago.
So Geese
Maybe
Fifth.
more
Geez,
than
I
that.
haven't seen you in a long fucking time.
Italy. Or
No, Geese. Geese. It's in Beernomicron. Guy is a Geishus la Sanchusus.
Geisha?
Geishus la Chanchusus.
Just clean up your room. I'll
Chanchusus.
sleep. I'll sleep on the floor.
Oh, that's clean.
Clean up your room. I'll sleep on the floor. That's awesome.
You could come Saturday.
I must pee.
Unless you're working on Saturday.
No. Well, Friday because I finished at 9:30. At least I'm off Saturday.
So Friday, you finish at 9:30 at night or 9:30 in the morning on Saturday?
Oh,
morning?
night.
So you finish at 9:30 Friday night, and you start what Monday morning?
Yes.
Okay, I want to do something Saturday night then. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like
Worst case Ontario, I can ask Pascal too. We can do something at Pascal's.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Do a campfire. You guys do a campfire outside in the winter without me. Fuck.
I thought you'd gone to a Dooley's or some.
No, I would no. You know what? I was actually at home because I'm still sick from. I went to my doctor. I got like acute bronchitis.
Oh,
it's kind of like halfway gone now. This is why I'm drinking.
Are you like 60 years old now?
Bourbon watch. That's how I feel like, anyways.
I forgot I ordered this. I got one of those fancy car shit automatic phone thingies.
Ooh,
Nice.
thingies.
Ooh, oh.
You know, I gotta say, this Age of Evolve doesn't hold up to the original, but at the same time, it still holds up over years.
Ooh, it's
Stuff is still pretty fucking good.
All right, fuck off,
you,
John.
I wanted to say that even though nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, no, I give a shit and I hate you.
Nick, have you reviewed your Jackie yet?
No, I just did.
Have you reviewed a Jackie? Who's a Jackie? Is that a stripper? Yeah, I went to.
Everyone, give it up for Jackie. Yeah.
That was awesome.
I remember when I went with my buddy Ben a couple of years ago. It's like we were at the New Den, and just like Mercedes. She goes down, and then for Porsche, and then she goes down, and for no joke, Ferrari. So next thing you know, my buddy Ben's looking at me. He's like, "Yeah, watch the next one being this big fat bitch named Dodge." We were laughing like I'd never laughed by a strip club my whole life. Like a Porsche, a Mercedes, and Ferrari. And then my buddy Ben looks at me and says, "Yeah, watch the next one. Is going to be this fat broad named Dodge." And Guy knows him. He's got to be laughing.
And then every once in a while they'll switch it up and they'll get a male stripper in there and it'll be, and now it's time for Herbie the Love Bug.
Nah, if he'd be a French guy, it'd be Peugeot.
Now it's time for Gremlin.
That'd be an old 80-year-old hag. Or the Russian chick, Lada. She's hot, but she won't last long. or what can I laugh about this? A Fiat. Sure,
Look how
now, but nah.
Look how Mercedes Benz.
That was terrible.
Like Land Rover.
I love
it. Land Rover. She just likes to roll around.
Land Rover, bend over.
And now from North Bay, this redheaded lass has slung poles from here to southern Ontario. It's desperate.
Desperado.
North Bay, Ontario, with the red beard. It's Chevy Vega.
Chevy Vega.
In a few days, I'll be getting a quiet mechanical keyboard and more cookies.
You saying you're getting equine keyboard?
Keyboard makes noise.
Equine?
Quiet RGB mechanical.
Like horse?
What are them
Wait,
sweet
your
horse keyboards?
keyboard makes noise.
No noise keyboard.
Noise.
Incoming.
Her peak period was in the 1980s. Give it up for DeLorean. Her
Oh,
arms
the
are
DeLorean, the
like
car
her
that
arms are like chicken.
the car that sucks up the white lines.
She watch out if she goes 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious shit.
If you pay her enough money, she'll show you her Doc Brown.
Careful, because once she hits
She'll
60,
show you her Doc Brown. What the fuck was that?
Because Doc Brown is
That's
You've never
in the
seen the movie.
champagne room.
Oh my
careful.
god!
Once she hits
movies?
69, she has to turn around.
No, it's 88.
Nick.
Peacocks.
If you touch her in her Marty McFly, she'll get the shakes.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
Hold on.
All right, let's bring it up for an old timer. Here's Leah Thomas.
Does anyone else want Nick to just walk out into a field for about half hour with his jacket and then review it?
Yes.
I feel
Actually, I want him to walk out in the field for a half hour without his jacket and talk about how cold he is.
Well,
No, he should do that. Just walk in the field and see what's going on.
Here's what I want. I want Nick to go. I want him to take his fucking thing and just go, fuck it. And walk down to his fucking beer cellar or whatever the garage, whatever the fuck it is, grab like the 2 fucking Unibrew 17s, walk out to a fucking barren field somewhere and just start chugging them. I want this live on YouTube right now, Nick.
That would literally be.
Well, no, wait a minute. He can drive on a lake. Does the Bay of Fundy freeze over at some parts?
Not really.
Fuck. Like he could go like on the middle of the lake, whatever, like a frozen lake, and just review it there.
The Bay of Fundy doesn't even really never really freeze over at the tides.
No, now that I think of it, because it always moves. Yeah,
It's got the highest tides in the world, dude. It kind of doesn't.
Yeah, no, I guess fair enough. That makes sense.
Yeah. How did I think of it? It moves so fast.
Yeah, it don't jive with your bullshit ice.
In order for that to freeze over, you really got to go up further north to the Arctic, where the Arctic polar ice caps are melting.
Well, imagine like if it got super cold where you were, it
No,
might.
it's not super cold here. It's
That's
warmer
what I
in
mean. If
Ontario.
it did get that cold, then it would probably freeze, but still like.
Maybe if you go to the island in the middle of the Bay of Fundy, maybe the tidal pool might freeze over. That might be a possibility.
Yeah,
maybe.
You get a bunch of frozen jellyfish.
Me and Guy could just go to Saguenay, and on the Saguenay River where it freezes up to like 4 feet deep in ice, and just review beer there. Yeah,
there you go. I still have yet to do it, but like I read a book when I was a kid, and the character in the book like was
what
the tide went down, and all the tide pool kind of things. All the cool like little tidal pool things that you can like explore. And I went to Florida with my mom when I was in grade 8, and like we saw some jellyfish washed up in the sea. That's about it, because it was like a beach. But like to be in an area where like the tide comes up and then goes back, and there's actual like kind of coral formations or some kind of shit that like keeps stuff in there. That I've never. I'd love to be in an area where I could see that kind of stuff. That'd be kind of cool with me.
Well, if your friend sees a jellyfish, you have to piss on his leg, eh?
Yeah, well, if it stings their friend, yeah.
No, they disproved that.
They did.
No. I said
I'm still gonna pee on their leg.
If I meet you, if I meet you, I'm gonna piss in your face. Just because I think you like it.
Well, we negotiate. I would pay you $20, not more, not less.
Why are you looking at fucking Grukowski?
But I mean, really, when you think about it, that was an early episode season of Survivor, maybe the first season, if I remember correctly. I don't know, but
I saw the first one, and that was it.
Nobody caught on that I said when you see a jellyfish, you just piss on somebody's leg, but nobody caught on.
Well, I mean, it's a fetish thing, right?
Okay,
but I mean,
even if it doesn't sting the person, you just piss on someone.
This was obviously a fetish thing because that was a girl and a guy, right?
Randomly piss on somebody for no reason.
Like,
it's a reason. It is a reason.
If I remember correctly, the guy got stung, right?
Yeah.
It was the guy who got stung, and he needed the girl to pee on his leg. Was that not the thing?
No, that was Cancun, the real Cancun.
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah,
all I know
is
that
that the real Cancun, where that chick wanted to be rich, and she went on Playboy, and we'd never heard from her since.
All I know is that that was definitely a fetish thing. It's like I need you to pee on my leg, and afterwards we're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
like that's
What?
Steve-O did it in an episode.
Pee
of
on me. Pee on me so then we can then make
No,
the
some
sweet,
people-
sweet pee love.
They need to be
This is balloon
violent.
crap.
Bodily
You know,
fluids.
I won't deny some people are fucking
There was an episode
not
of
for me, I
Jackass
guess you'd say.
where Steve-O put a jellyfish on top of his head. It was called a jellyfish Yamaka. And then he before that he pissed in a jug and then he poured all over his head after he put the jellyfish on his head.
Steve-O has like super hardcore like reformed his life.
But he's still doing crazy shit. That's what I love about him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
still
No,
doing
he's,
the crazy
you
shit
know
like
what-
he did, but he's sober for 11 years now.
Yeah, he deserves to die.
No, he deserves to live.
he deserves
No,
to
he,
die.
he deserves to die. All the weird, stupid shit he's done. He should have been
All
dead
the-
by now.
Yes,
and
but
and the fact now that he's super sober, he's super lame. He needs to die.
he's not lame. He's doing the same shit he's done since. fucking-
God damn it, Lee.
Yeah, but now he's sober, so he's not interesting anymore. He needs to die.
No, he's still interesting.
He
I
doesn't
look
have
at
fun
him.
anymore. He just does this like a robot for you people now.
Jesus.
That's all. That's all he
well,
does.
look at
Yeah, he was
YouTube,
another, he was another one of those guests on Hot Ones. Really good episode if you haven't seen that show.
Yeah, he probably didn't feel a thing. He probably has no taste buds.
No, I'm pretty sure he did.
Nah, he faked it. He's a robot.
Oh, is it the
Maybe.
one where he did the wings? The
Yeah.
hot wings? Yeah, last year. Yeah, I remember that. And he was like, "Holy fuck, that's hot, man! Jeez, Christ!" You know
Yeah,
what? Steve-O is. I don't care what Lee says. Steve-O is the embodiment of what you can do if you have a fucked up life and now you're clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been clean sober for 11 years and he's still doing crazy shit. Like he climbed that 150-foot crane with a orca balloon with
Yeah,
the sign saying "Fuck SeaWorld."
Yeah.
He could have done so much more if he just died 10 years ago.
Nick, what are you even doing right now?
Nick hates Jackass because he's jealous that they became popular. And they're
What?
coming out with Jackass 4.
Like what kind of what do you take? What do you use that for? That is
I don't know if you want to know what he uses that for,
look at
dude.
the size of that fucking thing. Are you kidding me right now?
Like that. I think he could beat eggs with that thing.
Nikolai Lowenskopf is like one of those.
This is Nick being paparazzi from 8 miles away
where he
over
has
here.
like
This
those
is,
huge dunes, but yet they take the picture like an inch from the actress's face.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
like
like that was
fucking-
designed after the Hubble telescope. This is like, here's your portable Hubble,
Mhm.
where you
Where
can
you'd be
see
right
every
beside
naked
it.
man in the
That's
world.
He's
That's-
resting it on his shoulder because it's so fucking big.
It's a 70 to 400 millimeter telephoto lens. I
Yeah,
bought
and
this about 5 years ago.
it's the worst.
God damn it.
Almost 5.
How many
4.
high school fucking girls' gyms do you manage to get into with
Well,
that thing?
volleyball coach.
But no, I don't use it for that. Anyway,
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, that's a different camera. I
Wait, Nick,
So bad. So bad.
Geeky to change your name. I don't like Leggy.
Nick, do you need me to distract you?
I don't think I can have to log out or some
You
shit.
should, you should change your name to the Beernomicron. Guy Schuss, the Chance Schuss.
Too lazy to go back in again.
I don't know. I'll change it for you next time.
Yeah, just-
Anyways, I'm gonna start up a Beernomicron YouTube.
This is all you need to say about your friendship is he's too lazy.
You keep saying this, but like
The first,
I
gotta
want to
tell
see it
you,
happen.
The first time I saw Guy was 2001 September, and he was in my class in what was it, graphic design in college. He was going out with that what's her face? They're that little. They were both dressed in black. I thought they were goths.
Wait, Guy had a girlfriend?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
I can't remember her name.
bed.
Anyway, they were both dressed in black. I'm looking at them like these two are goths, and I'm looking at Guy like this guy has to be an asshole. But- and then,
Yeah.
and then one of my life sayings, one of my life mottos is first impressions are never the same as the second. He became my best friend. And because the next week, me and him were like talking, blah blah blah, and because like fucking shit happened, and we became best friends.
No, you thought just because I threw my coat super lazy on the desk.
Yeah, but we were still talking before that, like
Yeah.
as friends and shit. But yeah, when you threw your coat.
Nice. Nice.
Mostly just
And-
weird.
and-
It's
and
mostly
like
just
a
weird
week
noises
later-
after that.
Yeah, and then a week later is like the plung thing. It's plunge, you fucker. Plung.
Plung.
There's an E after plunge, you fuck. We had to devise a company for what was it? A plunger. So we had to call it Plunge Tech, but no, with the space Phil forgot the E. And then it's on the board. I'm like, there was supposed to be an E, but I'm like, oh, it's Plung Tech. Fuck, someone stop it. Me and Guy were laughing our heads off. And yeah, and then after that became beer and Phoenix and. the rest
I'm
of
gonna
That's a weird
potentially
noise.
pass. I'm gonna pass out soon, so I'm gonna let my dog go for peeing/poo, and then
I gotta go for another.
I'm gonna go.
Why don't you wear a warm jacket and take Oreo for a proper walk, you piece of shit?
Yeah, because I like fucking.
I do that during the day. At night,
Why don't you do it at nighttime? Oreo needs a walk now, you junko.
Burn in hell. I do it pretty much every day.
I think you
Just-
should die in a fire because your dog hates you.
What else do you do?
He's
with it?
here beside me, all happy and content, laying down.
No,
All right, so I'll be right back. I'm going.
Burn in hell, Greg.
he's
You burn in hell, you bastard.
Hey,
pretending to die.
I'm going.
Burn in hell. I love you all. Have a great night, everyone.
There's only one viewer
No,
left.
you're coming back here. Come on, you're coming back. I'm going to the excrement depository. I'll be right back.
Ew. All right, I'm gonna
Ew.
take you guys keep
Nate,
chatting.
That's right.
I love you all.
No, Nick, you're not leaving, are you? Nick, you're not
You
leaving, are you?